Yeah, it's coming on. All right, we are live for the second time revisited, or the 12th time. Which one is it, Blaze?
It's the remastered version, second time.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. All right, first thing we're going to do is get into the intros. Let's start from the left, go to the right. Blaze.
It's your boy Blaze 4K. What's up?
I'm a big fan of that avatar, by the way.
I am
Thank
too.
you.
I just saw it. That looks better than me swimming outside in a pool.
I'm really liking them thighs. All right, Bond.
It's good, everybody. Follow me on Twitter, Black Bond, YouTube, Black Bond. Let's have some fun tonight.
Gotti.
What's up, guys? Follow me on YouTube, Gotti360, or don't, whatever you want to do.
We got Mr. Weapon Wheel up in here. Finally.
Or don't.
It took Blaze inviting him for him to come, but what's going on, man?
This is the very first time I got an invite, sir.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
This is the very first time I've gotten an invite.
Well, see, there's no way for me to really prove that I invited you because I did delete my Twitter. But I remember inviting you.
Why did you delete Twitter?
Because because it's gay.
But
Anyway, so
Mr. Weapon Wheel BG was good, y'all.
Because it's gay.
okay, so we got everybody here. Blaze, am I starting off these topics?
Yeah, you said I got him, so it's you, bro.
Well, that's what I said, but I was hoping you would show some initiative and say, no, Rev, you gave the job to me. I'm going to take care of this for you. But you know what? You're not taking the podcast seriously. It's fine. Topic number one is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds worth all the hype that it's getting? You recently played it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The formula of the game is strangely addictive. I really enjoy playing it. I want to play it right now. I don't know why that game is really fun. It's hard to explain because it's a game that doesn't reward you. There's no quick satisfaction. It's mostly like most successful games online are games that give you quick satisfaction, like Call of Duty. You can jump in, get a kill within like a minute flat. PlayerUnknown's Battleground, you could literally play the game 40 minutes and not kill anybody, and you still want to get back into it, like for some reason. Is it worth all the hype? It's an enjoyable game for $30. I think it's worth $30. I don't know the Xbox version if they're going to charge a full $60, but I think it's a good addition to your console library. The game's not amazing. Like it's technically flawed in many ways. Like they're just about to patch in vaulting. You can't like jump over gates in this game.
Yeah, I know, ridiculous.
Just about to patch that in. So you could tell, that tells you how like bare bones it really was. But at the core of it, the gameplay is what makes it fun, and like it's tense and it's fun to play with friends. So it's a good game.
Bond.
My thoughts on it, I mean, I own it, haven't played it myself, played it at friends currently, but if you got a PC, $30 isn't too much of an asking price, but people are talking about it's going to sell a $500 console. I don't know about that. That's a completely different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Investing $30 to play a game on your PC, not a big thing. Even if you don't like it, it's $30. You're not going to feel too ripped off, even if you hate the game. But investing, imagine if you went out and spent $500 to get this hyped game that has 8 million people on PC. You get it, it's trash. How are you going to feel about that?
Right. Is it going to be cross-platform?
I don't know.
I would hope not.
Got it.
You guys don't want to deal with those mouse and keyboard people. I know how you guys are.
No.
Mouse and keyboard.
Gotti, where you at?
I think that game does one thing right that every shooter should do in 2017, and that is allow for you and several buddies to jump on and just run some shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part I think it does right.
Blaze.
That
Go ahead,
game
suck it off, Blaze.
Yeah. Oh, listen. This shit is the most intense shooter I've ever played, bro. I'm telling you. Look, when you're down to the last 10 people and you're sweating and you got Gotti in your ear, like, yo, reload your gun. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Gotti. Like, I can't hear. I want to hit. Bro, it's the most. Listen, it's so. Every match is different. Now, you're saying every match is the same, but to me, every match is different. You land somewhere else, a different scenario pops up. Cars roll up. the shooting it's satisfying to get kills. It's like that Battlefield satisfying. You know, when you get a kill in Battlefield, it just feels good. It's got that satisfying shooter. It's a third-person shooter, which I'm a SOCOM fan. You know, and you can switch. Ew. How do you
fucking
Bond?
Don't push.
Anyway, I think it's the next. I think it deserves all the hype, and the sales clearly reflect.
Clearly reflect sales, clearly reflect a good product. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Because you would have already heard word after a million saying, hey, this shit's whack. But it kept going, it kept selling. And now Microsoft said, oh, we need this on our new X right now. We want
Microsoft needs whatever the fuck they can get.
For real, yeah. They'll fucking take the fucking hooker off the corner.
Exactly. They need to take anything at this point. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is a stark raving pile of dog shit. The game is trash. I have 12 hours in the game now, everybody. 12 hours. And every match is the same, Blaze. You fall in, you loot, and what happens? Look at the match you won, Blaze. What happened? You were laying on the ground waiting for them to come into the house. This is not stimulating gameplay. And look at all the other matches. Everybody's laying on the ground, man.
When it gets down, I was in the field, Rev. I was in the grass field. I can't prone. I have to be prone in this grass field. And damn right, I was getting that dub. I don't care what it took at that point. Yeah, I can't.
But look at all the other people that were there too. They were all crawling. The end of the match was a crawling session.
I agree on that.
You know what I mean? Every time I go into a house, I get shot by somebody that's hiding on a countertop. It's like, seriously, dude?
I've never encountered that, but
that shit is intense as hell when it gets down to like the last few players. Right?
I mean, it makes sense when it comes down to like, you know, it's like maybe a 50-foot. It goes down to like a 50-foot circle, probably less than that, and I mean, you got to stay low. I mean, that's.
I mean, the circle's shrinking too, Rev. Don't forget this. It's moving random. It's all random. Where that
the circle is a good idea. I give you that. The circle is a good idea, but nobody does anything with it. They run into the circle and then they dive into the dirt. It's like, why? Why can't we just play the game? I get it. You know, you got to do what you got to do to win, but I just look at online gaming differently than you guys, I guess.
I'm complete with Rev. I mean, back then it was who was better. Now it's just who wants to cheese the most.
I mean, that's
exactly
the thing about this game. Like I said, is you can either choose where you want to land. Where you choose where you want to land determines what you're really trying to do. The people who usually spawn the furthest from the action, they actually trying to win. The people who spawn in around the action, they don't really give a damn about winning. They just want to see how many kills they can get get as fast as possible. So
or they want to have fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They want to have. That's how I'm like. I don't jump out immediately. Like there's people that like literally as soon as they allow you to jump out immediately. I get to like a quarter way through, and I usually jump out, and there's usually like maybe 10 dudes around me. I'm not, because like when I was playing with Kofi and them, they was like literally going to the far end of the map where nobody was at. I was like, yo, this is ass. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, see, that's how I've been playing. That's the people I've been playing with.
Hey, I like to jump into the dead ends and be safe and get my weapon.
It's boring. It's boring.
Bro, I want to get my gear. I want to get my gear.
I get my gear right next to people. Listen, I've had like a foot race. Like me and this dude was looking each other dead in the eye while we were parachuting. And we was like, listen, whoever get a gun first is going down. And that's fun to me. Like I'm not going to the end of the map and all that. Nah.
BG, but you play by yourself, right? So if you die, whatever, you restart. Now, if I die, I'm crippling the team. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. If I die, now it goes from a 3-player team to. So if you die by yourself, all you do is like whatever, restart. But if I die, like, oh, now I got to spectate. Now they feel like, oh shit, should we end the match early? Should we just go all out? You know what I mean? So you put that on, you add that as a factor. You know, your teammates are there, and you got to spectate, or they got to spectate. Like,
BG, you want to play yourself, BG?
Yeah, I played with Blaze, and I played with you, Blaze, a few times.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you liked it better solo, BG?
Yeah, I like it way better solo because
maybe that's where I'm fucking up. Maybe I need to play it solo
because I don't like to rely on other people's play style. That's my problem. Like the people I was playing with was doing that thing, going to the end of the map and all this. I'm like, I ain't trying to do all that.
Right.
Yeah, BG was taking. I'm like, I was like telling him in the Discord, like, dude, this ain't Call of Duty. What are you doing? What are you doing? And he miraculously got kills back. I'm not used to this keyboard and mouse, so I'm like, I'm used.
Now people aren't used to keyboard and mouse. You use one in high school, you use one in middle school, you use one at work. Like
it's different to play games on.
No, it's not.
Come on,
yes, it is.
Come on, Bond.
It's
That's totally
completely different.
What have you spent more time in your life using, a controller or a mouse and keyboard?
A controller.
At this point, a controller.
Stop.
You factor in the time. Bro, I type words on the computer.
Hey.
I still use my two forefingers, man.
You
You know what I mean?
Me too.
You mean to tell me that you spent more time in your life than you've ever had studying, being at high school, middle school, elementary school, college, work, whatever?
Bond, I'm almost 40. I didn't have a computer in school.
Man, you're not even that old. You act like you're freaking the grandpa.
My hair tells a different story.
Oh, shit.
Thank you very much. But yes, a controller is just so much more comfortable. So much more comfortable.
I will say, Rev, after playing with the keyboard and mouse for a while now, I went back to a controller the other day, try to play Skyrim with a controller. It felt terrible to me. Man.
How could you not play Skyrim with the controller?
Oh my!
It felt horrible.
Gotti, you are such a PC dick sucker lately. You are on that. You are on that train, man. I expect this type of shit from Bond, but come on, man.
I'm just being honest, man.
Look, is the keyboard and mouse superior to a controller? Bro, nobody's debating this. It's like it's not even a competition. It's not even a competition. I'm talking about comfortability. Sitting in the chair with a controller, nothing beats it.
Bro, I got a $300 chair. Amazing. My setup is legit. But it's not about exactly comfort. I use whatever I feel is more suitable for the game. Example, I'm not going to play City Skylines with a controller. I would never play a first-person shooter with a controller. But I'll play like a game like Batman with a controller. I'll play like Bayonetta or Prototype with a controller.
Call of Duty with a controller. Yes or no?
No.
Fuck.
Wow.
No.
Get that trash out of here, please.
No.
Whoa, what now?
All the Call of Duty I played in college was all on PC, dorm to dorm.
I asked them Call of Duty on a controller or not, and they said not. I'm like, I just can't.
Call of Duty's not a PC game, though. That's a console game.
Right, but whatever.
Who plays Call of Duty on PC? Who?
Right.
Not anymore. Nobody.
Nobody. The game dies on PC instantaneously.
Instantaneously.
All right, let's talk about. Let's go from PlayerUnknown shitgrounds to Lawbreakers. What happened with Lawbreakers?
Bro, we call it the shitgrounds.
What happened?
Lawbreakers it's not very unique. It doesn't have like it's not very satisfying to get kills in that game. I played the beta, and
I hated the beta.
And it reminded me of another game that like it reminded me of not Overwatch. Gameplay. It reminded me of Overwatch in the way that when you get kills, it feels like nothing. It feels nothing like nothingness getting kills in Lawbreakers, and that was my problem with it. Like I think Battlefield is one of the most like rewarding game. Well,
that's what I said.
That when you kill somebody, you really feel it. Wolfenstein is a game that I feel like when you kill somebody, you really feel it.
Oh my god, Wolfenstein's on another level.
That's true.
Like I was almost convinced I'm killing real people in Wolfenstein. Like I swear to God.
Yeah.
But Lawbreakers, it feels like you're not even doing that.
I haven't played one.
Crushed it. But I think.
What'd you say?
That PlayerUnknown just came out that there's not enough room. Sounds only big enough for one of us.
Well, I hear it flopped on PS4 too.
Yeah, there's no
PlayerUnknown's
excuse.
isn't on PS4.
It's true.
Maybe everybody's just tired of fucking flying around and shooting.
See, that's one of the things that turned me off is you're flying around and shit. It's like, who asked for this? But then again, the old PC guys, isn't that what you do in the old games?
What do you mean?
Like,
that's another thing. It definitely is a game that seems like it caters more to the PC crowd with the game style. But like I said, with PUBG out there, there's just not enough room to compete.
Honestly, futuristic games suck.
I agree.
Suck.
I agree. That's when Call of Duty went to shit, when they started all that fucking wall running and all that bullshit.
Futuristic first-person shooters suck. Third-person shooters are okay. It's more if they're like single player, like Dead Space. That's great. That's futuristic. That's great.
Right.
Just futuristic online games are always bad to me. Even Crysis kind of sucked.
No.
Campaign or multiplayer?
Stop it.
Campaign or multiplayer?
Okay, Crysis 2's multiplayer wasn't bad. Crysis 3, I feel like the whole game.
So you're just talking about the camp. You're just talking about the multiplayer, right?
He just said the whole game of Crysis 3 sucked.
Crysis 3 kind of sucked. The whole game.
Dude, you think Prototype 2 sucks?
It did.
No. Hell no.
You really think Crysis 3 was good?
I thought it was good.
Crysis 3's campaign. I love it.
All the Crysis campaigns are good. The first one in Warhead are definitely the best ones. Though.
Yeah, first one's the best.
Do you see when Crysis 3 came out, they were going through that bow, that bow frenzy. Every game was a bow. Like, that's when the Lara Croft reboot, all those. But I thought it was great, and I thought it looked great.
Well, that's why Crytek is struggling.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't
struggle.
That's so sad.
Blaze, Lawbreakers, where you at?
Well, I was gonna buy it, then you screwed that up. Buy it. Yeah, let's try it out. And then he's like, you know what? Nah, we'll play it for 1 minute. It's trash. I just looked up gameplay. Oh, maybe we should get it. I mean, it's like, bro, you confused me, bro. But I almost
okay. So you base your opinion on games on whether or not I want it or not?
I was just getting ready to say.
No.
Okay, I'm asking you why you didn't get the game, Blaze.
I didn't want to get the game because I don't want any more flying simulators. I don't, and I wasn't interested from the beginning. I didn't even try the beta just because it just didn't look like I was gonna have fun or enjoy it. So
if Blaze doesn't buy it, the game's fucking dead because he buys everything.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's the truth, man.
Dead on arrival.
Yeah. But you know what? He's been calming down, man. There's these console games coming out, and Blaze ain't buying them. You see what the PC's doing to you, Blaze?
You married, Blaze?
Is that what it's doing? Okay.
Blaze, you got a wife?
Yeah, he's married. He's married to his PC.
You know his wife probably put her foot up his ass, talking about why you buying all these games, not finishing anything.
Nah, he ain't married.
No, bro. Dude, the PC has definitely changed. It's made me a little bit cheaper, but not really. Because
oh, really? How much did you spend on that Steam sale?
$3,000.
What? What? No, dude. I spent $800. I spent $800. It's not $3,000.
Good God. Jesus. Good God, Blaze.
Dude, people said, yo, buy the games up right now because you'll never get another chance. And then I come to find out there's winter sales and sales all the time.
Yeah, you'll learn that the hard way.
I could have, yeah.
And had $100 left over.
Dude, I'm good. My 1070 maxes out pretty much any game I want to play.
Your 1070 is garbage. It's outdated. You need a 1080 Ti.
Hey, I got 1070.
Yeah, man. That's, and then I want to, and Rev, and then you go from buying a 1080. Did you buy a 1080? Then a 1080?
I bought a 1080, yeah. Did you know that, Bond? I bought a 1080.
No, I didn't.
I did.
Congratulations. How do you like it?
I took it back.
You liked it. You hated it.
Why'd you take it back?
Because it was trash. I wasn't happy with the performance, man. Not for $500.
Bond, he was playing Fallout 4 and saying the performance was bad. Obviously.
Mafia 3.
Bro, honestly, if you have a 980, you're good unless you're trying to play above 1080p.
No, I was at 1080p. Fallout 4 was still running like trash, and Mafia 3 was running like trash.
1080,
okay,
by the way.
Goodbye, game. Or goodbye card.
I fucking said goodbye.
Not for $500. You need to max out everything at 1080p.
Never happening. Well, how much anti-aliasing were you using, Rev?
I turn all that shit off, Bond.
A hard 8's like, if I can't play it at 16x MSAA, I return it.
Aliasing off. That goes off instantly.
Hard 8's another guy that another guy that buys graphic cards and returns them. Like,
dude, he changes graphics cards like he changes
like,
underwear.
What the hell?
I don't know. I just think back to Lawbreakers. I feel like this Cliffy retard. I feel like he kind of did everything right. He released an online-only game and priced it as such. He did it for $30, and that's how you're supposed to do it. And
right.
I mean, it looked like it catered to the PC community, and just nothing happened with it.
Is it not?
I was kind of confused.
Is it that dead on PC?
It flopped on PC, bro.
You know
Not
what
even
else, though?
100 games.
I think the first Titanfall was a hit, but I think after the second Titanfall, people already gave the impression like we don't want this wall running shit. Like it came and went. It's over.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. I hear
That's a
Nobody
shame.
wanted- I
That's
mean,
a
like,
shame.
Exactly. I mean, it was good for the first one. But after that, like nobody wanted the wall running. It was over.
Titanfall 2 campaign was awesome. Like it really was.
It was. I liked it a lot.
I got bored and turned it off.
Like that's
The
crazy.
campaign?
That was
Yeah.
Turned off
awesome.
the
I got
campaign was
bored.
fucking awesome, Rev.
I feel like everything's just the same now, man, especially when it comes to shooters.
Bro, I saw Rev. I was like, this would make a good video. Rockstar, save us.
I need to make that
Bro,
video.
it's been a whole generation. It's been 4 years into a generation. They haven't made one game yet.
And you know what? That's going to roll us right into our next topic. That's perfect you brought that up. You ready for this? GTA 6, it's going to be 3 female characters as the protagonists.
No. Where? You serious? Where'd you see that at?
What? Okay, hold on a second. Gotti,
You
what
making
would
this
you
shit up?
care? Why would
He's
you
making
care?
this shit up.
Why would
I
you care? Yeah, why?
I didn't say I cared. I just said, where did you hear
Well,
this
you
at?
just act shocked and surprised.
Yeah,
that-
because
that
instead,
wouldn't
of bang,
surprise me.
instead of banging hookers, what are you going to be giving? Roadhead in the taxi?
Hey, why not? Why not? It's what the gamers want. Look at this trend. BG, are you still there?
He went to the
This
kitchen.
is what I mean. What is this guy doing? You know,
Yo,
he's
he's
just
never
join the
even-
cast and then just go do whatever it is he does.
He's never even
That-
on his own
that-
podcast.
BG just made a video talking about how Lost Legacy is better than Uncharted 4.
Yep.
It is
Okay, explain yourself, please.
better pacing. Chloe and Nadine are a better duo than Sam and Drake.
Sweet Jesus.
The duo. Okay.
Duo.
Yeah.
Because Sam wasn't a very good character in the first. He wasn't bad, but you know, nobody gives a damn about Sam.
Right.
So Chloe and Nadine were better. I feel like it was shorter, but the story was much less bloated. And Uncharted 4 had a lot less interesting parts, a lot less parts that were just not fun to do. It was just an overall, concise and compact game that got straight to the point. Just
You know,
How long was
I really can't disagree with you on what you just said about Uncharted 4, though.
yeah, I mean,
I haven't played Lost Legacy, but playing as a
yeah.
female really doesn't matter a shit to you, does it?
no, and the game
Not in the least.
No, it doesn't matter to me at all. To me, it's literally like just ones and twos in the form. It's all an illusion. It's not because the gender's not.
It's all an illusion.
How about you, Bond? Does it bother you in the least?
It depends. Like, for example, when I play Resident Evil 5, I'm never, like, actively picking Sheva. I either play as Chris or get stuck with Sheva. I'm
Right.
not, like, consciously going to, like, it won't stop me from playing the game if I have to play Sheva, but I don't pick the game like, ooh, let me pick Sheva.
I do it online, like Player Unknown. I've only played as a woman.
That's how I see it. He only plays as female characters.
I have a friend like that.
Mm-hmm.
He only plays female characters, but he looks at it as he's humiliating everybody. He looks at, like, everybody he plays games against is like you, Rev, and he wants to rub it in their asses.
That's kind of
Should
why I do it. That's
by
part
a fucking woman.
Lost Legacy also has better level design, also, and just segments, gameplay segments. So that's why, to me, it's just better.
That's not
To
even
be-
made by the original. That's not even made by like the main Naughty Dog team. I bet either. There's no way.
They just overlooked it. They supervised it and overwatched it. Yeah.
Blaze,
To
where you at?
To be honest, though, he also plays those girls, Rev. Maybe you should start it too. He says you get treated better online. You don't get harassed.
I want to know what everybody else thinks that's played.
People don't cheese you.
I don't know. Maybe well, I don't think I'm tripping, but I want to know what everybody else thinks.
Rev, I forgot I had even bought it and it's already preloaded. I haven't even played it. I totally forgot. I bought it, preloaded it, and it started downloading, and I haven't even booted it up. I just want to know how long it is. That's all. I just
Okay.
want to know how.
Does it bother you in the least to play as
No.
a female? I'm
No.
going somewhere with this.
No,
with this topic.
if like it doesn't bother me. If it makes sense, if it's forced and I feel like it's forced, I'm not even going to
Okay,
support it.
explain that, please.
It's
'Cause
gonna be
I've
like
heard-
9
I've heard a lot of that. How would it be forced?
Forced like
How is Lost Legacy not forced? If somebody changed the character of Laura Croft to a male, is that not forced?
Yes,
but
these characters are already in the mix. We know these characters. They're already in the Uncharted whole universe. You know what I mean? They're not like some random characters they just made up.
All right, so let's change Laura Croft to the black dude that was in the second.
Why you gotta be black? Does it bother you to play as black people?
That's the only male character I can think of.
Rev, you know that's not the same because
how is it not the same?
It's not the same because that black dude has no history, no significance to the story or the game. He was in there for He was in there for like 20 minutes. Chloe is a fan favorite of Uncharted.
How? How was she a favorite? What did she do?
She's a fan favorite. Rev, listen.
What did she do in the game?
You may not agree, but you ask anybody who's an Uncharted fan. Chloe is one of the favorite characters in the series. That's
what Chloe did? She paraded a nice ass. That's it. That's all Chloe did. She had a nice ass.
And she was a decent character. Whether or not you saw it or not, she became a fan favorite because of her character. Okay. Nadine made her premiere in Uncharted 4. So, and she was a very strong character. You know, it wasn't just like, you know, she played her role well.
Is that the one that took the shit out of Drake and his brother?
So they wanted to mix in a fan favorite that's been from Uncharted 2 and somebody new because this came after Uncharted 4. So it just naturally made sense. And the story of the game came together well. It made sense once you play the story why Nadine and Chloe got together. They explain it well.
Okay, Gotti, does it bother you in the least?
No, I'm with Bond, man. If I'm not gonna willingly pick a female character, but it doesn't bother me to play as one. Honestly.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. So where's everybody at on the female characters in the World War II game?
No, absolutely
not.
No,
I don't like that. I don't know.
Why?
That's
historically inaccurate.
Difference.
That'd be like that'd be like if you were fighting black people in Nazi Germany, like all like the Nazis were black people or Asian people, and there were no German people.
Okay, but
it's just
said it does. BG, different. I watched your video on this. You said, what difference does it make if it doesn't affect the gameplay, right?
On
multiplayer, the immersion.
I said on multiplayer.
I said on multiplayer, yeah. In single player, I don't think it should be that way. But
okay, now here's my point. That's if you were to say to me this, all right, there are women that actively play Call of Duty games, and we would like them to be able to play as their own sex in the multiplayer. It's not going to affect the single player. That's an argument. I hear you on that.
Yeah,
I understand wanting to play as your own gender. I understand that if that were the argument. But I'm telling you right now, this whole 50% female gamer bullshit is the biggest fucking lie I've ever heard. Listen to me. My facts are these. I've played every single Call of Duty game to ever launch. And I've played a significant amount of time on all of them. Hardly ever was there a female in any lobby I was in. Hardly fucking ever. I went to midnight launches. No females. All
yeah.
They are doing this to cater to a minority. They're doing this to cater to a minority. And that's what's fucking bothering me about it. And then I say, okay, if it doesn't affect gameplay, how much is enough? How much is it? When do we say, all right, this is enough? When we start playing as females with purple hair and shit in a World War II game? What's next? You know what I mean? You can pick to have your dick hanging out. These are extreme cases, but what is next?
What you got against playing as minorities,
What the
Rev?
fuck is happening?
You don't like playing as minorities, Rev?
Minorities? Define a minority.
You use the word.
Are you saying a black person or an Asian?
Minorities, period.
Dude, you know I play as that. What difference does that make to me?
You just said you didn't like playing as minorities.
When did I say that?
You classified women as a minority.
They are a minority.
And that's why I said you don't like playing as minorities.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to be a smartass. They are a vast minority in video games. This is a hot look. I'm not saying females don't game. They game on their tablets. The wife plays on her phone constantly. They play shit. My son, he plays Call of Duty. He loves Call of Duty. He loves Battlefield. My daughter, it's like it looks like a foreign universe to her. There's no interest, and I've tried to get her to play. She does not want to play it. The wife just thinks it's retarded. I feel like that's how it is with the majority of females. So why the fuck are we pushing these female characters in a World War II game?
All right, here's what I think is going on. I think you don't like it because it breaks immersion.
It absolutely.
Let's say we had a Matrix game, right? Would it really be an issue to you if you were playing as Trinity?
No, it wouldn't be.
Would it
Have you ever heard me bitch about females in these futuristic Call of Duty games?
No.
Because I don't care.
I'm assuming it wouldn't bother you if you were playing a Metroid game and Samus is in like some Iron Man suit.
And it's first-person shooter? No. I'm fine with it.
What
about the Anvil game?
I'm thinking what bothers you is when you see... What was that one game made by those losers at Quantum Dream? Or what do they... They make those story games.
Oh, Beyond
Two Souls?
Oh, my God. Like, you know, those 8 guys
powers,
in the alley. That I see bothering you because no 105-pound girl will be able to beat up 8 dudes.
Yeah, but she had special powers.
Yeah, but she had powers. They explain that
thanks.
fine. Like, I watch these superhero movies. I like Black Widow. You know, I like her. I like her character. I think Scarlett Johansson's fucking hot as hell, too.
Oh, yeah.
And I like her character. I don't mind watching her beat dudes out because the movie is so far-fetched. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever.
Would you buy a Witcher game with Siri?
No.
You wouldn't, even though she's got all those powers?
No, it doesn't appeal to me. I don't want to play as a woman. I will, but I don't want to.
Okay, did it bother you when you had to play her in certain sections of the game?
It did at first, but I got over it real quick when I was.
Because they were pretty brief, right?
Yeah, and she had awesome powers.
Kind of better than Geralt, to be
honest.
honest.
I was like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" And then I started dashing back and forth. I was like, "Oh, okay, this shit's awesome."
Why can't Geralt do this?
Exactly. Why did they make her better than Geralt? That's exactly what I was saying.
Because she's the chosen one. Geralt's time is up, man. He's mad old.
Right, and if they do, Look, I'm never gonna make videos saying this is bullshit. Female shouldn't. Absolutely not. Keep making I even tried Horizon Zero Dawn. Blaze, I put 4 hours in it. Did I not?
4.
I beat the first Tomb Raider. I beat it, and it was a good game. But it just did not hook me like other games that immersed me. At the end of the day, after Tomb Raider was done, I can look at it at an objective standpoint and think, you know what? This was actually better than Uncharted. But I felt like I had just played Pac-Man. There was no immersion.
So you don't think you're going to be able to be immersed in The Last of Us 2, Rev?
Absolutely not. But I will play it.
Even after the
Blaze
story
buys it because I have game share.
I really think the best dynamic to make these kind of games, I mean, Resident Evil 5 isn't my perfect game or even my perfect Resident Evil, but I feel like that's a game that a dude and a chick could play as and both have fun because, you know, one gets to do the girl thing, one gets to do the dude thing, and nobody feels like weirded out.
Absolutely. 100% agree. That's the best co-op game with a male and a female. Me and the wife have beaten that game like 4 times.
And like when you look at like the close combat, I mean, Chris Roydfield is like clotheslining people, suplexing people. You're not seeing Sheva's close combat where she's like power bombing people. She's more like tripping them up, like backhanding them, or doing like simple judo throws or a DDT or something. You're not seeing her like if Sheva like suplex the zombie or power bomb, I would like get the fuck out of here.
Right.
But she's playing into the frame as it'd be like if you were playing a game of Madden and the kicker just trucked an O lineman. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It just wouldn't be acceptable.
Rev, what changed your mind? Because if I do recall, and I'll go get the footage, you told me if I play The Last of Us, I will give you my channel.
I remember that.
I did say it. I was being stubborn and stupid at the time. I was just being retarded.
And those talks, I told you, bro.
I was very attached to The Last of Us. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And one of the reasons is because of Joel.
You're about to hate that next game, aren't you, Rev?
I'm not going to hate it. You know what I mean? I'm interested to see what happens with Ellie because I liked her character. I grew to like Ellie. I grew to really care about Ellie, which is what made me so attached to Joel because I understand that connection. Let's be honest, though.
The reason you liked Ellie is because you can relate to Joel being a father and looking after a daughter or a kid.
Exactly.
But and now that Ellie's the main character, you can't relate to that relationship anymore.
Right. And that's sad for me. You know what I mean? That's sad because I loved it. I loved that connection. I loved the gameplay. I loved everything about the game. Plus, I had that connection. So
Well,
now
he
it's
ain't gonna be dead, so you don't gotta worry about that.
no,
That's
he's
all
done.
bullshit.
He's done.
He's
That's
not
a wrap.
dead.
You're gonna play as Joel for the first 10 minutes, die, and then take over as Ellie.
He's
I don't
definitely
think
gonna die in the game, but he's not.
Oh, but don't worry, Rev. You know the best is yet to come. Get ready. You thought women are bad? Get ready for gay and transgender.
It's coming. Season one
no,
is
no.
coming, baby.
It's coming.
I'm telling you.
They've already been experimenting in BioWare and The Witcher and all these
Yes.
other games. They're
And here's what I say: bring it on. I'm not gonna whine and cry about it. Let it happen. Let the people have what they want. You know what I mean? I'll just stop gaming. I'm not gonna be like that. You're not including me. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna be like that. I'll just take my ball and go home.
I think.
How do you feel about a character that is a character that you find out that they're not exactly who they are?
What do you like? Metroid?
No,
Like tricking me?
For example, that one character in Guilty Gear, you think that it's a little girl you're fighting with, but she's actually a little boy.
What's up?
She's like a
okay. Hey, guys, do me a favor. I need you to carry this cast for like the next 10 minutes. I got to go prepare this dinner for these kids.
Damn, man, this man on the podcast before he feed his family.
I blame Blaze. All right, I'll be right back.
Oh god. Yeah, dude. So I'm gonna take his channel over. He said I wouldn't play it. I don't care about the story. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. And I used to call him like, "Yo, are you sure you're not gonna want to see what happens and see those brand new graphics, the brand new engine, and go through in that post-apocalyptic world and see what's like? Come on, how can you miss the game like that, dude? You can't." And I put that, and I told him every other weekend, I'm like, "Bro, you can't miss it. You can't." And finally, I knew he would give in, dude. You can't, man. It's too good of a game, you know.
No, I agree.
So, Gamescom, anybody watch it?
I almost passed out on that shit.
What'd you think, Bon?
She was garbage, yo.
The worst shit
like I said, I blame all these Xbox dudes because they killed it.
I agree.
But what do you mean by they killed it? What do you mean by they killed it?
It's like I said in my video. Look at the Wii U. Why'd it die? Because the fans didn't want to ask for better.
Microsoft knows that they can walk all over
the
radical Xbox fan base.
Let's imagine you're running a business, right?
All right.
Running a business. Or hell, even at work, right? Let's say you're making $100,000, whether you give it a 5 or a 10 in effort. Are you really going to give a 10 in effort if you're making the same money for giving a 5 in effort and you know your job isn't in jeopardy and you know you're not going to get fired? Be honest.
Okay, but how long can that? You're right, but how long can that last until things start to fall apart? Until things start to reflect?
And
like,
It's already falling apart.
But see, you got to understand how business works, because in the business world, you see. You ever wonder why you see CEOs and upper management shift so often? New CEO comes in. You get 3 years to do what you need to do. Multiple people come in with their plans. They lay it down to the board of directors. Then they give it to whoever has the best plan. Year 1, you implement the plan. Year 2, you spend the money. Year 3, you're looking for another job because no CEOs ever get fired. They just magically resign. Isn't that amazing? See, as a business major, I already know that because that's the game plan. You make false promises, you get the job, you spend the money, and then you're out with your golden parachute to the next thing before your failures can even come up, and they fire you. And I guarantee you, Phil Spencer will not be around more than 5 years. Guarantee you. In 2 years, they'll have another guy, and the same thing will happen. But this guy will have to try harder because of the great Phil Spencer did. And when he brings it up, then the next dude that comes in, he'll be doing the same thing Phil's doing right now.
Wait. Don Matrick didn't just get, there was an issue. He said certain things. That's why I think they let him go. I don't think it was just like a quiet, hey, all right, time to go. You come on. And I don't think at what Phil's done and, how he's, out there with the fans and tweeting, I think they got a good, they got something good there. I don't think they're just going to let it. You know what I mean? I really don't think, I think he'll
something good? He's
Bro,
buried.
They said they spent like $100 million. They said they spent $1 billion on Xbox exclusives. And
Where?
Guess what you got? You got Disney and Kinect games.
Where?
Where are the exclusives? Dude, they don't have enough first-party studios. That's it. They don't have enough. They can't keep Like what is 343 doing? Making another Halo, right? What's the coalition, whatever they're called? What are they doing?
How many fucking Gears and Halo games and Forza games can you play before you say, where's the unique experience?
I'm not burnt out in Gears. I thought the last Gears was awesome.
Five wasn't enough for you?
Dude, I'm not burnt out. I thought the last Gears was awesome. I thought the last Forza Horizon 3, honestly, and they burned that thing out to the core. Like that racing franchise, like God, every time there's a new Forza, I thought Forza Horizon 3 is the best racing game
is racing. You either like it or you don't. You can't just get bored of it.
Right.
It might be too late.
I agree with that.
I mean, most of Sony's first-party studios, I'm trying to think that I would say most of them, they built them from the ground up. They acquired a few over the years. They acquired Naughty Dog. They acquired Sucker Punch. And it was a couple others. And
Ready at Dawn? Were they? Ready at Dawn.
You
Who's the one? Santa Monica.
Yeah, they built that from the ground up. So they acquired some and built some. Microsoft came in, and they didn't really. I mean, they bought the Minecraft. They bought that studio,
and they're not going to make any games. They just wanted the money that it brings.
And Sony started a gaming. Got into the gaming generation when there was a lot of studios to choose from if you wanted to buy, though. Microsoft came in, didn't really prioritize that, and the more generations pass, the less studios existed.
Right, Fables, and they just bought first party. They bought first party titles instead of trying to create their own.
I don't see how anyone can deny that the Xbox of now is nothing like the Xbox of the 360 era. It's not even remotely
But
close.
what did the 360 bring? If you really look back, what was it? Gears and Halo. It's the same formula. I don't understand what you guys are talking about.
They had plenty of what they really brought is Sony just botched everything that generation. Sony was the one that fucked themselves.
Sony's exclusives saved the PlayStation 3. I don't know what's like. If it wasn't for Sony's Uncharted, those saved. Look, man, like. Yo, that Xbox 360 topped out at Gears like 2. Like they already had reached the full potential, or Gears 3, let's say, whatever. When The Last of Us came out, people are like, wow, go look at The Last of Us and go look at like Uncharted 2. There's a big difference. Like I just feel like Sony, they shot himself in the foot with the pricing, and this generation don't start until we say like that. You got to be humble, man. Like, chill, But anyway, what I want to say is they had Gears, they had Forza. What else did they have? All right, they had Fable. Was Fable a system seller? Brute Force, okay. But I'm talking about
Jade Empire. Original Xbox. I mean, it's nothing.
Figure all these games are also on PC, too. Nobody was complaining back then.
It's true.
Dude, I don't care how many times people bring this up. Xbox saying them being user-friendly and cool and saying, play anywhere, you can play our games on PC. That right there is killing them. They need to cut that shit out as soon as possible. I think it's awesome. Dude, Bond, I like the fact that I can play it on my PC. I love it. I bought Gears Digital, Forza Digital. I'm playing it on my PC. Didn't have to spend a dime. But you cannot tell me that that's not burning them. Burning the Xbox name. It is destroying their shit.
Personally, I don't care. Personally, I don't care about the Xbox name. I care about me.
It gives those of us that do have, good gaming PCs.
Exactly. I care about me.
Xbox. I care not a little bit about Xbox.
I know. Okay, you don't care. You don't care.
No, I don't. Not now.
But at least tell me that it's not. You can't tell me that it's not destroying the Xbox name. You can't tell me they're not selling. Who pre-ordered the Xbox One? X.
You have to be a fucking idiot to do it.
Nobody.
No.
Bro, the problem is not that, though. People always say, oh, well, it takes 10 years to get studios. People don't even realize that when the PS2 came around, in Sony's second generation, they had already had more studios than Nintendo. In their second generation.
Okay, but can we all
doesn't care?
Can we all admit that these companies burn and use the same shit? I mean, Nintendo's being Mario Odyssey now because it's in a 3D world and not a side scroll, and they're going back to the open experience. Like it's the same formula. Like I don't understand what do you expect when you buy a Dunkin' Donuts coffee? Like like certain shit. Like you expect when you buy Call of Duty, you expect Call of Duty. Like when you buy an Xbox, you expect the same formula. formula. I wish they would try new shit and bring new IPs. Dude, making a new IP is the most riskiest thing a company can do. Okay,
And
that's
guess
number
what?
one.
Sony does it all the
Sony does it all the time, Blaze.
With what? Other than the order.
Horizon.
I'm
Days
talking
Gone.
about
Okay,
Horizon,
Zero Dawn,
The
Days
Last
Gone,
of Us,
The Last
Uncharted.
of Us, Spider-Man. I mean, the list goes on and on, man.
Oh,
I mean,
would they have that one? They had Mag last generation. What was that one game with the flying mechs and like you could fly around and everything? It was the Warhawks.
I mean, I guess you're right. Sony takes more chances, but I mean,
way more chances because they fail a lot too. But they say, "Hey, we're gonna fail, but you have to try."
This
Who
goes
made the
back
order?
to what Bond initially said, man. Like, Xbox has zero reason to do anything different because they know people are just going to lay
Or
down.
like you, Blaze, they just
Hey.
want another Gears.
They don't give a shit. They have zero reason to try, man.
Like
None.
you think Microsoft would invest in something like The Last Guardian? Fuck no.
okay, but that when they have new IPs, what do they do? What do they do with them? They treat that like people like.
They put them on the PC.
Oh, there you are. Dude, I was looking forward to the Dragon, you know, although the corny with the headphones, but at least it was different. It was refreshing. It was new. And then, boom, it's like, okay, then Fable. Wow, Fable, next-gen Fable. Looks cool, different. You know, I haven't played a Fable in a long time. They kill it off. It's like, I feel like they just go to their bread and butter. But, dude, if you eat bread and butter for too long, you might start.
They know they don't have to try.
Here's exactly what Microsoft is, right? It's like when you have that girlfriend. She's okay. She was awesome at one point, you know. She kind of ain't really doing it for you anymore. But every time you go out and you try to meet other girls, instead of like, you know, going for something more ambitious, you get scared and you go back to that fallback side bitch. You keep going back.
You get
and that's
scared.
exactly what Microsoft keeps doing.
Who are you referring to? Who would get scared? Going out to get a
Microsoft.
new chick.
So we're talking about
Microsoft.
new IPs.
We're saying Microsoft, instead of looking for a new chick, they want to keep running back to Gears when they get scared. They keep wanting to run back to Halo. It's
Rev,
like
are you
the one
burnt out
boy
on
that's like,
Gears?
dude, why don't you talk to another girl? And he keeps going back to that one girl.
I don't think Microsoft can get an exclusive.
Exactly. That's why they keep going back, same with the one girl.
They can't get an exclusive. Who? You know what I mean?
After
Rev,
after what do you call it? Shit. What the fuck was that game? The movie game.
Quantum Break.
After that flopped like 200,000, you think any studio in their right mind would want to partner with Microsoft? Fuck no.
Dude,
They
my
fucking
controller
hard with that
shut
game.
off. Playing Quantum Break, my
Rev, what's your
controller shut
opinion
off.
what's your opinion, Rev, on why Microsoft doesn't really try anymore to, you know, put anything?
I think they gave themselves a fatal blow with that Kinect, and I think there's just no recovering from it.
Wait, I thought Sony didn't try. I think like why people don't understand Microsoft. I'm not a dude. I'm a Sony, you know, Sony baby all day. Like but how is Microsoft? They're bringing.
Don't worry about it.
They're bringing backwards. Like you can play your 360 games.
Who gives a fuck about old games?
Nobody wants
to.
to. No.
Yeah, I care. I care about backwards.
Okay. You care, right?
That's a huge thing.
You care, right? But are you really gonna buy a car and choose one car over another car because it's got a fucking cassette player?
You're not buying an Xbox One X to play
Seriously?
That's a bad example, Bond. These are
You
bad
choose
examples.
two cars, right? And
Rev,
one car looks better, runs better, or are you gonna be like, you know what? I don't want that car that looks better and runs better because that other car has a cassette player and I can play all my old music.
Bond, that's a terrible example.
That's
Because
a perfect example.
these are better than cassettes, and you can get the same damn CD that you got on the cassette.
Bro, you
Right.
put in the game, it plays exactly like the cassette. It doesn't upgrade your games to 60 frames. It plays it just the same way.
No,
as it
hold on.
did.
No,
The
Bond,
new
that's
shit will.
nowhere near the same. Look, Dead Space 1, if I don't have a PC, the only way for me to play that if I got a next-gen console is through backwards compatibility.
Exactly.
And Dead Space 1, even on Xbox One through backwards compatibility, still holds up. It's still a good game.
Bro, but it still runs
Rev,
like that player.
Nobody is pre-ordering an Xbox One X to play 360 games.
I know.
Most
it's
people
just
that are
fucking
pre-ordering is to
old.
play to get a new experience, man. You don't want to keep
No,
dwelling
Xbox
on the
One X,
past.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are people, but I don't think that.
They're not getting
Yeah,
it to get a
there's-
new experience either because there are no new experiences on the Xbox. They're getting it to have the most powerful console. That's the gimmick
It's
they're
true.
selling right now, and that's not going to work. It's not going to carry them.
Oh, look at Feral
Mike.
Instincts in here.
Blaze, how many Xbox One X's did you say your GameStop had?
8.
And then bam, they're sold out.
They're
You know what I
sold out.
mean?
Yeah.
It's not
Well,
gonna work,
that was
man.
the Scorpio edition. I'm not sure if that. I don't know what that was. The Xbox always got to do shit like timed, exclusive, but not really. It's ours. It's like, dude, be fucking black and white with shit. It's like, yo, they said they got 8. I'm like, so is this 8 altogether? Is this the Scorpio edition? He's like, yeah, 8 altogether. I'm like, what? Well, so what about the normal Xbox One X's that are gonna roll out? Have they even put that out for pre-order yet? I don't think they have, honestly.
My GameStop had 10.
Where the fuck is Icy?
I don't know, but you want to also know why backwards compatibility really doesn't matter in the long run? Because any run-of-the-mill laptop you can buy now, that you use now, that your wife has now, even for work or basic computing, on a Steam sale plays the games better than it does on your Xbox One.
Yeah, but you got to use a keyboard.
You can use your Xbox controller.
Not for all the games. Mass Effect 2, you can't. Half-Life 2, you can't.
Who the fuck is Half-Life 2 on a controller?
Yeah, they got it on Xbox 360 backwards compatibility. I know, I own it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. In the perfect world, everything will be backwards compatible. But again, it's a law of diminishing returns. Like nobody's choosing the car with the cassette player when the other car runs faster and looks better.
It's not going to push consoles. I'll give you that. I'll agree with you on that. I don't think backwards compatibility will push consoles, but it is a good feature.
It is. Like, don't get me wrong. It's like my car has heated seats, heated windows. That's cool. But like at the end of the day, that's not like going to change my focus if I'm going to buy one car or another. It's nice to have, yeah.
Vaughn, you broke out the book of analogies tonight.
It's not the defining factor.
But when Sony's trying to push their cloud backwards compatibility on you, that's absolute bullshit.
Okay, what about Nvidia,
That's
Mr.
trash,
PC
too.
guy? Okay, exactly. So they're all doing that. Everybody's they're trying to just jump on the ball before they want to be the first ones because they know eventually that.
What do you mean Nvidia? What
about
Nvidia
Nvidia?
got to do with any of this?
Don't they have some cloud-based things?
Yeah, but they're a GPU-based company. They have nothing to do with any of this.
Yeah, you're not paying them $60 a year for their service.
And another reason is there's no way to do backwards compatibility with PS3. It's not happening. It's not ever happened. There's
no need. There's no need. They don't need to. Sony's sitting pretty right now.
And the cell's a nightmare.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty. There's no need to do backwards compatibility. Nobody's going to do anything about it anyways.
I agree.
All they got to do is just keep doing what they've been doing, and that's bringing the exclusives. Microsoft is in serious trouble, man. And it sucks being an Xbox fan, just sitting back watching this brand just run themselves into the ground.
I
love Gears 4.
To me.
I love Forza Horizon 3, but outside of that,
you're not burnt out. Are you burnt out with Gears? You're not. Don't.
I still play Gears, but because of my son Blaze. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't touch Gears 4 anymore.
What I said to Blaze earlier, Rev, was that you can only play so many Gears, so many Halos, so many Forzas before you want something new.
Yeah, Forza's just running the ground,
man.
Horizon 3 is awesome, but these like Forza 6, dude, that was a carbon copy of 5 with weather updates. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they got to come with something new, man.
It sucks, man. Sony's as much as I talk shit about Sony, and as much as I hate to say it, they're bringing it with the exclusives. I agree with Bond, man. They take chances, and Microsoft does. They took a chance with Quantum Break, and it makes no sense to me. We're playing a game, not a fucking movie. We don't want to watch a movie. We want to play a game.
Like I said, my controller literally shut off when I was watching it because it timed out. It timed out. I could not believe it.
They thought they were onto something like groundbreaking with that. You could tell from the way they talk about it. Like they were like, "Listen, we're gonna have this game. You're gonna have gameplay, and we're gonna do something that no other game has done before. Actually, put like a mini series in the middle of the chapters. They thought this was gonna like change the industry."
BG, you didn't speak your opinion, man. What's your opinion on the state of Microsoft? What's going on over there, man?
Man, it's a mess. I mean, I don't even want to like say that much about it because like we've been talking about it since like how long did we fully accept that Microsoft has been in a mess? Like when did it really kick off? What year?
This gen, I think, early this gen.
It's been happening for a while now.
What year did we like really say like it was like 2000 beginning of
15. 15. Yo, Microsoft released with better exclusives than the PS4. Facts.
No, it didn't.
The first year.
Yes,
when it released. What did it release?
Dude,
The first
Dead Rising.
It released.
Dead frame rate? Okay, keep going.
Dead Rising 3 sucks.
Dude,
Keep
it was
going.
better.
Keep going.
Okay,
Rise.
Dead frame rate 3.
Rise.
Rise is
is
also
good.
trash.
I like Rise. I like Rise.
It
Oh,
was
Bond.
trash.
It's nothing spectacular, but I like it.
I liked it.
It had a.
So it's funny though how people that love Rise want to call Crisis a tech demo. That kills me. That
Yeah,
absolutely
That's
kills me.
hypocritical as it
That's
gets.
not even in the same caliber, but they're two totally different games at the same time.
What would
But
you
they're
rather
both-
play?
They're both
Mike-
made by Crytek though, and that's what makes it funny.
Okay, but would you rather play Killzone and Knack or fucking Rise, Dead Rising, and Forza?
I'd rather
Rise
play
is more of
Killzone.
a
I'd
tech
rather
demo
play
than
Killzone and
Crysis.
Knack. Now,
I mean,
disregarding Forza, but I'd rather play Killzone and Knack over Dead Frame Rate
I
and
like
Rise.
Killzone. Killzone, I like that. I have
And
no
they
problem.
also had
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive was good. That was a
So let
good
me get
game.
this straight. Those are the only 4 exclusives you can name. Now, keep in mind, I don't like Sony exclusives, but from what I remember from Sony, they had Infamous, they had Killzone, they had Bloodborne.
I'm talking launch, but all right, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty much in the same launch window, all those games.
Nah, not Bloodborne.
No. hell
Yeah,
no.
Bloodborne didn't launch.
Didn't launch, but neither did Sunset Overdrive.
I know people that
Seems
went
like-
out and bought PS4s for Bloodborne.
But
That's
Sunset
facts.
Overdrive wasn't a launch game.
No, I don't know. I can't remember.
Sunset Overdrive wasn't
Where,
a launch.
where is that? Where is the sequel to that? I know that wasn't there. Like
It didn't sell enough
It
to get a
didn't
sequel.
sell. Yeah, it didn't sell enough.
And here's also the reason why. If Sony's games don't sell, sure, they can go out and make another one. They can take a risk. But if you contract the game out to another person to make it, doesn't sell, why the fuck would you contract them again to make a game that doesn't sell?
Yeah.
I think Tomb Raider woke everybody up. Like the Crystal Dynamics, like shit. We should have just put this out on all platforms at the same time. Like that was a bad. Like that killed them right there. They don't buy their own exclusives. They do not, and they want to say that about Sony guys. Sony don't buy it. What are you talking about?
Gotta
I
put
think
your
it's
money.
funny. I think it's funny what BG said about the Quantum Break, thinking it was going to be huge. It reminded me of that video I watched from Chromecat today, where Cliffy B throws the book down and says, "I want to make another $1 billion IP for Lawbreakers." Oh, that sucks. God, I wonder what they're talking about right now. I mean, that's his company, right? Cliffy B, the Lawbreakers. What is it? Boss Key.
Yeah, that's him.
What are these suckers talking about in their little room right
They're
now?
probably getting, probably like, I don't know, getting drunk, crying.
What did we do? What did we do wrong? What happened? Well, you should
don't
have
give
on the Xbox, guys.
He don't give a shit. He's still spending Gears of War money. He don't care.
I think he's taking a big hit. This is a big hit.
I mean, dude, it's like, yo, look at Valve, dude. They're so content on.
Yeah,
on
Valve
making-
doesn't need to do shit ever again.
Valve owns
Valve can just
89.
chill.
They own 89% of digital sales. They don't got to do shit.
Right,
Nope.
that's what I
And they
mean,
won't.
and that's
They won't
that's
do
why
shit.
they're
You
not
won't see
releasing-
Half-Life 3.
Bro, Half-Life 3. There's too much of an expectation for that game. They'll never release
Yep.
it. I don't
And they
give a
know
shit.
it. They know it.
Bond, didn't they just tease a great new announcement? Ended up being a fucking card game or some shit recently. Valve.
That's funny.
Isn't that what happened?
I don't
think
know,
they did.
but it's Rev's right. Like I told everybody, I don't know if BG was here, but BG, if you were making $100,000 a year, right? Your job wasn't on the line, and you at least had to give a 5 effort to maintain your job. Are you really going to put out a 10 when you're not going to make a penny more?
Oh no, going based on especially how I was in school. No, I'm definitely not.
No. Hell no.
I was like the dude that was content with a B minus forever. A B minus was a in my mind.
So let me ask you something. Does Sony need to respond with a more powerful console?
No.
In the
Absolutely not.
Wait,
No.
in the next 2
No,
years.
they don't need to. Why would they need to?
No.
They're
Their next
crushing
console needs to
Microsoft.
be the PS6.
You don't think they're going to release in the next 2 years?
We didn't say we don't think, but we said they don't need to.
They don't need to. 2020.
Nah.
2020, man. The PS4, bro, it's on fire. I hate it, but it's on fire, dude.
Bro, at this
Just
point,
wait till the
Sony's
holiday.
probably more worried about Nintendo than fucking Microsoft.
Yeah.
Just wait till the holiday and they drop the price on the Pro.
What was
and the
that?
Pro
What was
beats
that
the
secret
Xbox
reveal?
One X. The secret reveal for what? Oh, that was that Slim console, wasn't it? The Gran Turismo console.
That Gran Turismo console looks fire.
Is there a Gran Turismo console? I haven't seen it.
Looks awesome, man.
That
Maybe I'll
card
buy it
game
for my son and brainwash him out of the Xbox brand.
That card game, Bond, is a Dota 2 card game. Valve
I heard about it. But look, you gotta think about it this way. Nothing stays on top forever. Nintendo had their time, they got cocky, Sony knocked them off their perch. Sony had their time, they got cocky with PlayStation 3, Microsoft knocked them off their perch. Nintendo got cocky again with the Wii, sold 100 million, they got cocky again, they got knocked off their perch with the Wii U. But then guess what? After the Wii U came the Switch. After the PS3 came the PS4. After the original Xbox came the 360. So it's always going to sway back and forth.
You know what scares me? What is Microsoft going to name their next console? Where are they going to go?
Are they going to have a next console?
Yeah,
that's exactly.
They're such in a mess with that. Like, what do you name your next console? Like, if you do, what are they going to do?
Let's take a look at Crackdown 3. I'm starting to think that game is going to get canceled. I think they're going to cancel it.
Dude, they already marketed what's his face. I can't see that happening now.
I think they're going to cancel it, Blaze, because let's look at it. They said the multiplayer is full destruction because of the cloud. It's all a fucking lie, dude.
I agree with Rev.
They know it's a lie. They haven't showed us any gameplay because they can't get it done. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds, how the fuck is that going to run on an original Xbox One?
That's what I've been
How?
wondering.
720p. 720p, 30 frames.
Even at 720p.
That game's going to struggle, man, on console.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad news on the Xbox One.
Microsoft would rather release Crackdown 3 broken than cancel it. I think they would absolutely.
No, they didn't want to release Scalebound or Fable.
Yeah, they canceled them, man.
But because they realized, look, we canceled 2 major games already. We got to put it out, even if it's broken. They can't afford it. You're right, BG. 100%. They can't afford to cancel another game, bro. They can't.
Yeah, they can. Their fans won't care.
They better releasing it and that joint getting a whole bunch of 5s on game ratings than canceling it.
It'll sell out. I mean, you know what looked good to me, and I might people might laugh. State of Decay 2, that looks like it would be fun.
Oh God.
In co-op?
Oh God.
Terrible. Blaze, the gameplay looks so sloppy.
But it's co-op can really just make me look twice at a game. It really can, dude.
I agree with Blaze. Co-op could save a game.
Yeah, co-op does matter.
It does, absolutely, dude.
Co-op lives matter.
It's like, why doesn't what's their 3 big games of what? Sea of Thieves.
Yo, that shit like such trash. What bad for anybody hyping that garbage.
Dude,
that's bad news.
Rev, you don't like it because of the art style. People don't like it because of the art style. What's your beef with it? I'm not even interested in the game. I'm not.
Bro, Pirates is like what we played when we were 5 in the backyard.
Okay, so did you play Black Flag, Backbone?
No, because I don't play Assassin's garbage. I've
Assassin's
never played.
It's irrelevant. It's done.
Assassin's garbage.
I don't even like Assassin's Creed, but Black Flag was the most interesting.
2 completely different games, though, Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze, you're comparing apples and oranges, man.
You're talking about.
No, he said pirates. No, he said who.
Before you're a cartoon pirate.
It'd be fun if you were a badass pirate and you were like pillaging villages and it looked awesome, but this game looks like it's for 5-year-olds.
Right. But God,
like
he
compare
said
City Skylines to Minecraft.
But he said who plays pirates? He said who plays pirates? I'm like, I remember.
Which is a good question because I remember all the Microsoft dudes laughing at One Piece.
Who plays? The question should be who plays pirates in a nursery school kindergarten.
In a cartoon setting.
You know what I mean?
And then
little kids do. And
hey, Major Nelson releases a list of Xbox.
Is his name really Major Nelson?
No. What's his real name?
Why does he call himself that?
I don't know. He's so lame too. I guarantee you, he don't play video games. I promise you that.
My problem with Sea of Thieves ain't the art style. It's the gameplay. Like to me, it's just like one of the, I hate games with no objective. It's like, here's your world, find stuff to do. I hate games.
It looks like a free-to-play game to me.
Yeah,
it is a free-to-play game, isn't it?
No,
I know.
No, you got to pay.
Looks like it.
That's why I call it sea of dog shit. It looks like dog shit.
Well, he released a list of all the Xbox enhanced games, and people are complaining that there's no Cuphead being enhanced on that list. Like, what do you need Cuphead to be in 4K for?
Cuphead's not native 4K on the Xbox One X.
Dude, there was no enhancement. Maybe they haven't announced it yet. But the other thing is they said Recore Remastered Definitive Edition, and they put HDR higher resolution. They didn't even put 4K. They put higher resolution.
That's part of the Xbox One X pipe dream that every game was going to be.
Here's also another issue with having a new console and all these upgrades, enhancements or whatever. Why don't you own a 1080 Ti, Rev?
Because I don't want to pay $700 for a graphics card if I'm not sure it's going to max out.
Let's say like PC had Red Dead exclusive and you could max it. Would you invest in one?
No, I'd get the card that, like, if I needed a 1070 to get 1080p 60, I'd go get a 1070.
I just don't think people are going to drop like $500 in droves just for enhancements.
No, just dumb people. Like people that are obsessed with their 4K TV.
Which can't even watch TV in 4K.
Bond, don't make that argument. Who watches TV anymore, man? Unless it's for football and shit. Who watches TV?
I don't know, because football is the highest rated thing on the planet. I mean, in the US at least.
Right, that's what I mean. I'll watch it for football, but Red,
until sports becomes 4K on TV, you're not going to see adoption rates get crazy.
Right.
That's when the NFL and sports took off. When HD, you can see the sweat, you can see the dirt, the grass, you can see everything. Right. Once they decide they want to do 4K native broadcasts, then that's when TVs will take off.
If you didn't have a 4K TV, would you buy a Pro and an Xbox One X?
I don't even think I'd buy a 4K TV with or without them. There's no reason for me to buy a 4K TV right now. Period. For any circumstance.
No, me neither.
Explain
both of those cons.
Huh?
Explain yourself.
Explained it. I've explained it. I made a video.
Just explain it.
But you got the new one.
TV is not 4K.
Well, I'm not on it with Bond. I don't care about TV any way you slice it. I don't want a 4K TV because I don't care about resolution. I care about frame rate.
Frames, thank you. Both these consoles, the X1 X and the Pro, are a prime example of the 4K agenda that's being pushed. Consoles are never going to reach 60 at this rate.
Well, no, I mean, look, PS4 Pro, I've talked some shit, but you know what? I was playing Battlefield 4 earlier today, and I'm telling you, it plays drastically smoother on the Pro.
Oh, it does. Digital Foundry said.
Yeah, it does. It was playing nice.
I find it funny that they're trying to push 4K before they can even get to 60 frames per second.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's garbage.
That's
crazy.
I said that. I said they haven't even mastered 1080 60, never mind 4K 60. But, dude, once you see 4K, man, like, it's
I've seen 4K.
No,
you've seen 4K.
Dude, you guys go to Best Buy and say, ooh, nice, cool. I'm talking about play a game in 4K maxed out and you'll shit your pants right on your chair.
I'm sure it looks better, but I don't care anymore,
Blaze, it's all about the frame rate, man. It's all about the frame rate.
Bro, I Gotti, I'm not saying frame, dude. I'm not saying that, but you said it yourself, man. It's kind of hard to go back to 1080p. You said it yourself.
I don't play anything at 1080p anymore, but I'm saying I would much rather have. I'm just saying, like, it would be great to see these consoles finally get to a point where games are all running 60 frames, because there's no room. And Rev, you're gonna hate when I say this. In 2017, games shouldn't be 30 frames per second.
Look, Gotti, I agree with the.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not like you and Bond. I'm not going to say I
will not play it.
Well, I don't say that. I'm playing Uncharted right now at 30.
You said you're done with consoles because of 30 FPS.
Because it's annoying, man. It's annoying when you know that it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way.
Well, 2017. They got limited fucking hardware because they're cheap for a reason.
No, it's not just that. It's because these idiots keep wanting better graphics instead of better
PS4
gameplay.
Pro
that's exactly why they're pushing out new consoles, not to give you better performance, but to give you better graphics.
You can't market.
There is zero reason that the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro should not be able to play games at 1080p. 60 frames per second.
I know, but what sells new consoles are the new games and what they look like. You can't market frame rate.
He's right. You can't.
You can't.
You're right,
dude. What are you gonna put on that? What are you gonna put? And it's like,
but it's like Go ahead, Blaze. Go
No,
ahead.
no, I was just gonna mumble off, but go ahead, finish that.
When I played Uncharted 4 and I finished the game, granted the first chapters were boring, but when I finished it, I absolutely loved that game. You know what I mean? When I played The Last of Us on the PS3 and beat it, I didn't like it anymore when I beat it at 60 FPS on the Pro. Yes, I love 60 FPS, Bond. I'm with you, Gotti. I'm with you all the way. But 30 does not ruin the gameplay. You can have decent control. But at the same time, that's why I don't upgrade to 144 hertz monitor, because then 30 FPS will be unacceptable. And I don't want that to happen.
This was like, I was playing, just because it was free, I was playing Assassin's Creed on PS4, and I was like, this is terrible. Like,
Was it running bad?
That 30, no, it was running fine at 30.
30 frames feels slow, man.
It just wasn't good for, it doesn't work for Assassin's Creed, man. That is not a frame rate that works well for Assassin's Creed. It's just worse in some games.
Some games do function really, really poorly at 30 FPS. Like Uncharted 4 felt good to me. You know what I mean? Horizon Zero Dawn felt spectacular to me at 30 FPS.
That's the best. That's the best game. The best 30 frames per second game I think I've ever
Bro,
played.
those
whatever they did some
awesome.
wizardry with that shit, because it was smooth.
Yeah, I have
Bond, it really was, man. It was smooth. It was.
Dude, Destiny is smooth too. I'm not gonna say
Destiny's very sluggish.
Destiny is sluggish as hell, Blaze.
Bro,
Destiny.
the multiplayer feels sluggish.
Of course
Okay.
it does. It's the same in the campaign too.
Dude,
It
I
feels
don't
like you're moving in slow motion, man. Destiny 2. That game should be 60 frames.
It's
per second.
sluggish, absolutely all day.
We'll see on this beta, man. We'll see on the PC beta, because
That PC beta.
PC beta. Hey, Blaze, where you at on World War II? Are you pre-ordering it?
bro, you know I am, bro. You said there was no blood. There's blood. I seen.
Not when you shoot people. There's no.
Yes, bro. I seen blood splatter all over.
You
the
saw
wall.
blood.
I'll tell you.
You saw damage to the body.
Rev,
No.
the video
I did
Blaze
not.
shared on Twitter. Blaze, that video you shared on Twitter was like 9 minutes of Call of
It was
Duty
the wrong
gameplay.
one I shared too, but yeah, I did.
Well,
see that.
it was a part on there where dude lobs a grenade. It lands at the guy's feet, blows up and kills him, and it doesn't blow his legs off. I thought about Rev. I thought Rev would be so pissed off.
How hard is it? You know what I
Okay.
mean? World at War did this years ago.
Yes, yes,
it
but
did.
I think, dude, like it's just like I say about like I hate to bring up wrestling. Like everything's in a PG era now, dude. They just don't want to show it off. Like I feel like they
the
could
game's
easily.
rated M. It's rated M for fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
Once you get the rating, you get the rating.
Where's the realism at? You know what I mean?
I think
heard
they
the
just don't want to
campaign's
put in the
different.
time.
I heard
They don't want to put in the time.
campaigns
Hey,
there's gonna be gore and shit. But
you
look
may-
at Battlefield. Look at these standard.
You may
multiplayer
say that
games.
about wrestling, but you still got other people and other federations, whatever you want to call them, like the Briscoes, still cutting it up.
Yes,
That
because
shit's always going to be out
right.
there.
Well, they need them ratings, Bond. You know
The
that.
Briscoes. That's funny.
Icy,
love
where
it.
you at on this? Icy's in here.
That was funny when they stripped your
what's
boy,
the
though,
actual
Rev, of the
stance?
title for
Like,
calling a guy
what's-
gay.
Frame rate?
Fuck, man. Spit it on all of it.
Oh,
Talk
look
about
who
everything.
decided to show. Icy came.
hear it, Icy.
Yeah, the podcast is over, Icy. What's up?
I recently talked about this in my own podcast. We talked about frame rate and how I feel like sometimes PC gamers can be hypocrites. And the example I gave for that was PUBG. That game runs like trash. Anyone saying otherwise is a fucking liar, and that's why I won't buy it. But again, I think it depends on the game. I think some games, if I absolutely just felt like I must play this game, I'll play that game at 30. If it's a smooth 30, like Bloodborne.
Why is a smooth 30? 30 is 30.
30 is
Go
30,
ahead,
but
Icy.
if it's a lot 30, that's a smooth 30. I'm not saying it's a smooth experience. I'm not saying it's a better experience than 60 or 100 or 140.
Smooth 30. Like, 30 is
A
30.
smooth 30 exists, Bond. It does.
It does.
All right.
Absolutely.
That's
But
like saying that's like a good-looking fat bitch. That's what
That's
I hear. What I hear when you say
Analogy.
smooth
Bon, the
30.
last time we did this podcast, you admitted you played the latest Zelda game.
I did.
Exactly.
But
And,
that's
and
my,
what, and what,
that's
and what
my
was my
point.
what was my
But that's
biggest
my
wait,
point.
gripe
When you
against that
really
game?
want to play a
Bond,
game,
doesn't
you're gonna.
Zelda
gonna-
doesn't Zelda dip
What was
into
my
the 20s?
biggest gripe about that game?
Probably the frame rate.
And the hitching, it would literally stall out at like 6 frames at times. Like when it was annoying.
Right.
People
So
talk
when
about
you want
blood-
to play a game, you play it.
Yeah, I didn't buy that console though, so that also helps.
Me
Did you
neither.
play that on Wii U, Bond? Or
Yeah, I played on Wii U.
Oh God.
What do you know? Oh God, it runs the same exactly it does on the Switch.
How's that Wii U doing, Blaze?
I have both systems wrong. You're wrong.
Blaze loves it.
How am I wrong? Digital Foundry doesn't say I'm wrong.
Well, Digital Foundry, they're in England. They don't know anything.
Oh. Look, don't question Richard. First of all,
no, I like Digital Foundry. I think they're necessary. I used to be like, man, I used to say they nitpick too much. I'm like, they're so necessary for this shit. They're so necessary, man. I'm glad they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it's hard. It's going to be hard for people to take shortcuts with them out there.
Dude, big time, man.
Yeah.
Big time. But
let's get into the last topic.
Icy.
You got finish up, Blaze.
Let Icy finish.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring up and I know Bond remembers and anyone else that played something like GoldenEye 64 on the 64.
Oh, God,
like
it's so atrocious now.
But look, it was a fun game and you had tons of fun. But like when you had everyone shooting on screen and it was you and 3 other friends, like that frame rate had to be at like 8
Dude, it's like 16 frames.
Like it was really bad. But it was such a fun game. You didn't care.
Can't do it.
I wouldn't be able to play it now. I'm just saying, like, if you really want to play a game, if it's that important to you, you're gonna play at 30. Now, Bloodborne, I wanted to give that a chance. That game, and not only bad frame rate, but like the frame times in general are just not very good. There's a lot of hitching in that game. I like the enemy types. I like the environments. The art style, just overall, is really good. But I can't play Bloodborne. That shit is trash. Like, it's just not playable. It doesn't feel good to play.
Bloodborne looked like a shimmering mess to me, man. The anti-aliasing in that game non-existent.
Bloodborne plays the same as Dark Souls 3.
Bloodborne didn't have jaggies like that.
Yeah, it did. And on boost mode, it's a way better experience if you turn on boost mode. I'm not even trying to be funny with that. I know it sounds stupid. Boost mode, honestly, it does help big time.
And the frame rate in Bloodborne, it was mainly bad with bosses, but otherwise it was alright.
Right. That game's the GOAT, man. That game's the GOAT. Don't talk about any Souls games bad. Trust me. Please don't.
They're all trash. Now let's get into the last topic. Last topic. Speaking of boost mode, this is the last topic. What in the hell are people talking about that the PS4 is about to double in strength through a fucking update? Please explain, somebody.
There is some sort of new AMD technology or some shit with Vega, right?
I have no idea.
I see.
You guys would know about it.
Whatever it is, it's a reach. That's
big reach.
I know that they've and they're like huge Sony drones over there. So if they shut it down on NeoGAF, it's bad. But there's been threads started about this very topic on NeoGAF, and they shut them down because it's just stupid. Like nothing is going to come from this. If you feel like
what's it called? Like rapid pack math,
rapid packet math or something.
Yeah, rapid pack math.
I don't think anything's going to come from that.
No.
I mean, it's nice to want things. It's nice to dream, but that's not going to happen.
Is this? Are they doing this because of the Xbox One X?
Of course they are.
Real convenient timing, don't you think?
It's some sort of new. It's some sort of new technology, supposedly with the Vega architecture. Man, you have to check it out. But it's going to have zero significance with the PS4 Pro. You know what I mean?
They're saying it's going to double the power.
No, I don't believe that one bit. Come on, man.
Everybody believes that.
Come on, man.
8 key flops.
The cloud was going to quadruple the power of the Xbox One too, right?
The funny thing is, like, the whole teraflop thing literally turned into like the bit wars back in like the 16 and 32-bit era. Oh, I got 64 bits. You only have 32. Oh, I got 6 teraflops. You only have 4.
Yeah.
They act like there's such a difference.
Nobody knows what the hell it even is.
I know.
Dude, are you going to stop buying multiplats on the X, Rev, from now on?
I don't know if I'm getting the X.
I was about to say, when was he getting one?
He pre-ordered it.
Oh,
I did pre-order. I mean, but I didn't put any money down, and I can cancel anytime.
Rev, you don't get Rev. You buy. You criticize me. You buy. You like having the new shiny shit too. That's all.
I do. So I already have a PS4 Pro, so I feel like this is just a dumb purchase, man. I didn't have a PS4 Pro before. With the Xbox One X, I do. So it's like I'm torn, man. Yeah, I pre-ordered it just to get my foot in the door.
Right, but this is your company of choice. You prefer Xbox, right? And
okay. Let's talk about that. I've preferred them, but I'm seeing no reason to prefer them anymore. Okay.
Yes,
other than Sony shitting in my mouth with that Destiny refund, other than that, I feel like I gotta forgive them after Gamescom. I got no choice. Microsoft is literally shitting the bed.
What do you expect out of Gamescom, though? My expectations are like, they're just gonna You know, it was. They had a bowl
I
of
expected
controllers,
something
Rev.
different than that. Something
Rev,
that
their
you fucking
centerpiece-
hand holding bullshit that I watched. Oh my god!
Their
I'm trying to be
centerpiece
politically correct too.
was a bowl of
Yeah, that's never
controllers.
gonna work.
Unreal. And they showed off a controller. I'm just saying, if you do pre-order it, are you gonna buy your multiplats on the X?
Icy
If you do
says,
go through with it.
Icy, did you watch that conference?
I did. Yeah, that was.
You use cringe a lot. I was cringing though.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Blaze,
I don't think it was as bad as EA's E3 conference this year, but it was pretty bad.
Blaze, to answer your question, if I do get the Xbox One X, the games I play with my son, I'll get those on the Xbox naturally. But I'm telling you, man, even with the Xbox Elite controller, I just prefer the sticks on the PlayStation 4 more. And I don't have a 4K TV, so there's really going to be no difference that I can see anyways. Unless the Xbox One X has 60 FPS and the PS4 only has 30 on a multiplat, but I promise you,
Good luck with that.
gonna
That's not gonna
there's
happen.
no way.
I would actually think about getting one.
Not
Not
with
gonna
double the user base being on PS4. Do you know how many people that will alienate? The PS4 people won't want to buy the game.
Yeah,
If
but
you're already on the PS4, F you, we're not buying it. And then they miss out on a whole lot of sales.
Backwards compatibility games are gonna be running better or no? Is that
Better,
just
but they're not going to be 60. The frame rate's going to be the same. They even said they can't magically change the frame rate. So they'll look better, but not at a higher frame rate. So again, I ask you, what's the point of this console, man?
So they
Man.
can say that they're hitting
So
native.
so they don't get their asses kicked in Digital Foundry every game release. That's what's
right?
They're still going to Bond watch.
Exactly.
It's not going to be that much of a difference, man. My
I mean,
opinion.
you don't even have a 4K TV, so for your standpoint, it's like I understand completely. But like for me, it's like, yeah, you know what? Playing Halo 5, 4K, cool, Like,
What in the hell is happening?
It should say, "Give me the remote."
What is that?
That's
Somebody's
something.
listening to something.
That's
No, she said, "Give me the remote."
that was PT.
What were you saying about John Jones earlier, Gotti?
He failed. He failed the drug test for steroids and got stripped of the title
Sad.
already.
How can this be? How can he be so dumb?
He's a fucking idiot, man.
He's on top of the world. Why would he do this? He's got skills. He doesn't need the sauce to carry him.
Maybe he was on the sauce the whole time, Rev.
Oh my God.
That shit gets addicting too, though, right? It's
No,
not
it
just-
fucking
Steroids
doesn't.
aren't addicting. No,
Steroids are not addictive.
maybe
The
mentally,
results are
you
addictive.
gotta have it. Yeah, you
The
gotta
results are. The mirror is addictive. But you know what? It's kind of like anorexia because I took steroids back in 2004, and here's what happens on steroids. When you take steroids, yes, your balls shrink, but guess what? Your dick hangs better, much better. You have much better hard-ons, and that's a fact. You have horse hard-ons. Your dick throbs with every hard-on. But anyways, every time you look in the mirror on steroids,
Oh shit!
it's like every time you go in the gym, you feel superior than the last time. But the mirror lies to you. You never feel big enough. And then you'll look at a picture months down the road when you're off steroids, you'll go, holy shit, I was that big? The mirror told you a different story. It's never enough. And then when you get off and you try to go on them naturally, you don't want to work out because there's no results happening.
Where did this just go?
Steroids suck, man.
Where did this go?
Erica, she said, "What I walk into."
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I
Do it
got.
in the comment section.
That's all I got to say about that.
I mean, whatever. I mean, if you're on that, you know what? He probably got nervous, dude. He got nervous with the fight, and that's probably
No.
He wasn't nervous. He already beat up
He
Cormier.
outclassed that dude, man.
I
It had
mean,
nothing to do
I don't
with
know.
steroids.
Cormier was fighting him pretty even. He got caught with that kick, and that was a wrap. You take that kick out, it was pretty even.
I mean, dude. I mean, oh, by the way, Gotti, go ahead and tell me that bullshit you were telling me on the phone.
What?
About
What?
McGregor having the what?
I think that people that are just writing Conor McGregor off are foolish, man. I did say
Kidding me?
that I don't think he's going to hold up, Bon. I did say that I don't think he's going to win the fight, but I think that he has a chance to win the fight.
No, he doesn't.
Well, everybody has a chance, even if it's a .001.
He doesn't have a chance. He's not going to win.
Bro, he's not just. If he was fighting a regular boxer, cool. He's fighting the best of all time.
Right. Yeah,
it's not just a boxing. If it was another boxer, cool, okay. But he's fighting the absolute best.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like, if he can last all 12 rounds, that I can see happening.
Real quick,
McGregor or
real quick, guys. Appreciate the invite. I just gotta go. I'll catch you later.
You weren't even
appreciate you coming through, man.
Take it easy, bro.
All right, BG.
All right.
Continue, Bond.
Oh, he's gonna get slapped around for 12 rounds.
I don't think he's gonna get slapped around.
He's gonna be chasing for 12 rounds.
Either way it goes, he's gonna come out on top. He's not gonna get knocked out. Mayweather is not knocking him out. Not happening.
I just think people are saying, well, he's getting up there in age and this and that, but I was telling him, like, yo, this guy's gonna roll this guy just knows how to it looks like he's in trouble, but he just stays calm, man. Like, God, he's really that good, man. Like, I used to hate him. I was envious. I was like, this guy.
Hate him.
I like him now. I like him. I've watched all his fights, dude. I like him. I'm a completely different. I like the Tysons, the Bernard Hopkins, the ones that get right to it.
But the ones that get knocked out the ring?
Dude, come on, man. Tyson was a monster.
No, I'm talking Bernard Hopkins.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, that was
but goddamn, Bondi was 67 years old now.
Come on.
Yeah. Where was his wife telling him to quit like years and years ago? Did he really need any more money?
That paycheck, dude. They blow their money, dude. You know?
He even made the switch.
Rev, you don't think that 41 years old isn't going to be a factor?
No, I don't think it is. I don't.
41,
not when you're the fucking best in the business, dude.
Listen, 41, inactive. Connor's 28, and he's been active.
Okay,
people writing him off saying that he's just going to get wiped up. I think.
Have you watched Connor's boxing abilities? Have you watched them?
They're both trained fighters, man. Sure,
fighters,
they're different.
not
Do you remember
boxers.
when Ali fought Antonio Inoki?
But that was a fucking circus act, Bond. That was ridiculous, man. I mean, the guy went on his back and was kicking Ali in the legs and shit. That completely different, man. They're gonna stand in there and they're gonna fight, man. It's. I don't see how people legitimately think that Connor isn't gonna land a single punch.
It's gonna be very one-sided.
He's gonna get tired. I guarantee he'll get tired before anything. Watch.
Connor doesn't throw a lot of shots though. Look at his fights. The shots that he throws, he doesn't waste punches. He's not going to get in there. You think he's stupid enough to get in there and just start throwing all kinds of whatever?
No, I'm not saying he's going to sloppy himself and throw. I'm saying you damn right he's going to want to throw a kick and be like, oh, shit, I can't do that. Hold on.
That'd be funny as hell if he
Imagine if he wheel kicked fucking Mayweather right in the neck.
Dude, Mayweather already told him, listen, my man, the 5th round, I'm going to hit you with a right hook. Here's like 25 mil. Enjoy yourself. That's what's going to happen.
I'd fight Mayweather for all that money. I'll let him knock me the fuck out too.
Yeah, man.
You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I think
I would fight Mike Tyson in his prime for $100 million.
Wrong. But go ahead, D-Pad.
I was just saying.
You wouldn't?
No, that dude's legit. Like, that's one guy I want.
Scary little bitch.
Rev,
come on,
Rev. He would beat the brakes off you.
I'd have fought Tyson for free just to say I did it.
I don't know.
I got my ass handed to me. You bet your ass.
Yeah.
But I'd still
you might not have been able to say you did it after it was over. Right?
Oh
yeah, I would fight Tyson.
Come on, dude.
I would fight Tyson. I'm like, yo, when you wake my ass up in the emergency room, have my money on my bed. I want to wake up. I want to wake up with my money on my lap.
Yeah,
dude. I would wail on my hardest and leave the ring and just throw the white tie.
I'd be curious to see how I did against him, honestly, because my goal would be to see if I outlast another boxer.
Rev, you would get your shit.
He would. I'm not saying I have any kind of competition.
Rev. Come on, Rev.
Yo, could you imagine Rev versus Tyson in his prime?
Yeah, he'd knock my head off.
He would beat your hairline back to see.
Rev, it would be faster than Tyson Spinks. It would be like
I'm not debating it.
It would be like 15 seconds. Rev, I give you 15 seconds. Tyson in his prime.
See, that's what I'm saying. I can last longer than 15 seconds.
I don't know.
Some of them fighters, I can. I got 60 seconds all day. I got 1 minute on Tyson in his prime. I ain't going down. Guaranteed. I got a solid chin, baby.
Icy, go ahead and break the move. What you were gonna say?
I was just
what
gonna
you say, Icy.
I was just gonna say I don't know. It's conspiracy theorist to the max, but I've never really cared much about boxing, and I think part of that is because I don't think all of it, but especially the big fights, the ones that matter most, that shit is rigged. It's definitely rigged.
Yeah.
I absolutely.
I
agree.
don't remember who said this to me, but somewhere in life, I think it was before I was probably 15, 16 years old, someone said to me, when there's so much money involved, why would you leave it up to chance if you can control the outcome? And that made sense to me. Even
well,
then,
let's be honest. Let's be honest. This fight, that's what this fight is.
It is. It's money. It is.
Nothing
It's
but
all
money.
money.
They both got together probably and laughed and joked and talked about how much money they can make if they fought. Then outside they act like they hate each other. But let's be honest, they're gonna toast after this fight and talk about the $500 million that they both have. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Just
And my middle class broke ass is paying $100.
Yeah, I'm paying $100. Yeah, I am too.
Just watching that shit Saturday.
I'm so dumb.
Nah, it's the excitement factor. Rev.
It's not exciting. It's retarded, man. When you think about it.
No,
like,
it's
what else is there to look forward
it's
to?
It's the what if factor, basically. Like what
You
if?
know what? I wanted to always ask because I talked to Gotti, maybe Bond, Icy, maybe Rev. I mean, maybe I've talked to you about this, Rev. You know, this is going back to gaming real quick. He said 6 teraflops of AMD and 6 teraflops of NVIDIA are completely different.
They're completely different
things. That's why it's so funny to hear Xbox guys say, "Well, it's the equivalent of a 1070." No. They missed the point because Bond, you can vouch for the fact that a 1060 will beat a 480 most of the time, and the 480 has more teraflops than the 1060. So it's so funny to hear those guys act like they know what the fuck they're talking about.
But you know what their thing is? What's heavier? They'll tell me, well, what's heavier, Blaze? A bag of quarters or a bag of feathers? A pound of feathers or a pound of quarters? I'm like, well, they're the same. And he's like, my case is done. You know, I'm like, wait,
I come up with dumbass analogies.
Bro, I'm telling you what they told me. That's what they told me. Like, you know, and I'm like, I'm not a PC guy, so explain why they're both rated at 6 teraflops. Explain. Like, I don't understand.
Explain what?
It could be drivers. There's multitudes of things, but the bottom line is they don't perform the same.
NVIDIA just has the better product right now.
The Xbox One, here's what's the difference, Blaze. The Xbox One is an AMD-based machine. You see what I mean?
Right. I understand. I know AMD's got the console market locked. I'm just saying, like, when's it, like, nobody, unless they're, like, a super fan, I don't see anybody, like, I know that I talk to here going for AMD cards. Like, never. Maybe the CPU side, okay. That's it. Like, I feel like AMD has no fucking. They got nothing.
Chance in hell.
They got nothing like, for NVIDIA GPUs.
They got the Hairworks stuff. What do they call that? When they put that NVIDIA Works or something.
I need that product in the real.
Hairworks. Sometimes NVIDIA puts shit in their cards like Hairworks, and all Hairworks does is try to make you chase a higher end GPU so you can get that 60 frames.
Yeah, but
garbage on.
It's funny too, though, Bond, because even the higher end GPUs fucking sometimes get crippled by all that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They want you to chase it.
You've seen Final Fantasies coming to PC, and they got that shit on the animals and shit.
Bro, they have that in 8K. Is there an 8K monitor?
That's the thing. If they jump,
there is, it'd be extremely. I mean, how much would that be?
I think Linus's team like made one. Like,
yeah,
Linus got the 16K, but they are. But Final Fantasy 15 will be an 8K.
Yeah, but
you playing a Bond?
I'm gonna get it.
You already know.
You're gonna play it. You're gonna play it in 8K in 10 years. Oh, okay.
Not in 10 years, but definitely going to be playing it because I knew I was never going to get it on PlayStation or Xbox because it's 30 frames, and I knew it was coming to PC.
Yeah, I knew that shit.
I knew that was a waste of money.
But you know it's going to be 170 gigs on PC, right?
I seen that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I hope you don't have
170 gigs.
Hope you don't have data caps at like 1 terabyte.
170.
And that's another thing people aren't talking about with the Xbox Scorpio. Your downloads are going to be massive. And the Xbox One is already slow as dog shit when it comes to downloading.
No, wrong. It's faster than a PlayStation now.
Well, then a PlayStation must be slower than dog shit.
You know why? Because the PlayStation, like they don't allow you to download. I don't know how to call that, but they don't allow you to just like if you're downloading something, they don't put all the resources to what you're downloading. They
don't give you all your bandwidth.
You're right.
Your bandwidth.
Oh, we just cracked open a cold one.
You already know, baby.
Speaking of wrestling, Low Blades, did you see all that gloriousness tonight?
Let me just say, SummerSlam. I thought Lesnar was going to lose.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Bobby Roode debuted tonight.
Bobby Roode's a beast, bro. I've been watching him since TNA, hoping he would join the big leagues. But I'm saying, I thought Lesnar was done. I thought he was going to lose, and that was his way out. You know what I mean? Didn't you? Didn't you think the rumors were true?
All I know is if Rev had hair, he would be Bobby Roode.
What are we talking about wrestling for?
I knew that was coming.
If Rev had hair, he would be Bobby Roode.
Wrestling, dear God.
You never watched the Rev, never got into it?
As a kid, I watched it.
Yeah, okay.
Back when the Road Warriors were a thing.
Dude, yeah, the Road Warriors probably put like so many people in the hospital by concussions.
I'll fire it up from time to time, but like my favorite period was the Attitude Era.
I watched wrestling up until football comes on. Then after that, I'm done.
You know you're lying. You know you still watch that shit when you can.
Who would watch wrestling over Monday Night Football?
You can catch like a
who watches either
or something.
Dude, back in the day, yeah. Let's explain that. Yo, you know what, Rev? I'm like, bro, how do you not? What kind of a fucking man's man don't watch football? He's like, because I don't like cheering for other men and wearing other men's jersey. I'm like, you know what? I never fucking thought of it that way. I'm rocking another guy's fucking jersey.
Yeah, you're wearing another man's name on you. What sense does that make?
My cousin says the same shit. He's like, I'm not a fucking male cheerleader. He's like, I will not cheer for other men.
People wear their up. You know what I mean? Dumars, he gets up and he screams at his TV watching the Reds. I'm like, dude, is this pathetic?
Those lousy ass Redskins and God.
People running up and down the field. Who gives a rat's?
So those lousy ass Redskins.
Bro, Dumars, I called him during the Super Bowl, and he's like, he picked up. Actually, I think he called me. He's like, "What's up, bitch?" I didn't want to answer. He kept blowing up my phone. I'm like, yeah. Okay, they're losing what? And I'm like, you know what? As soon as I picked up the phone, dude, they scored a touchdown. I'm like, he's like, all right, but I'll holler at you later. I'm like, nuh-uh. I fucking stayed on the phone, bro. He's like, they're going to come back, please. I'm like, bro, they're not going to come back. Bro, when they came back, dude, this dude hung up and was like, wow. He just went, wow, and hung up overtime. That shit was hilarious. I wish I had it recorded, dude. Fucking, that shit was hilarious, dude, Martin. Why, Rev, let's talk about why you're deleting videos. And you know what the rumor is going around? I see it all the time. Rev's about to delete his channel. Rev's about to delete it. I said, dude, he ain't deleting his channel. He just goes through that. Why do you delete your videos? What is it?
We've been through this many times.
I do the same
no,
thing.
We haven't.
Sometimes I look at old videos. I'm like, I actually made this. Delete.
Yes.
No, I still delete videos. I go back and look at some of the older stuff, and I'm like, that shit is trash. Delete.
Older. Exactly. Okay, older. What about videos with over 100,000 views?
I look at them and I think they're gay, and I delete them.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Bond has a video of me on his channel that I look at it and I'm like, oh my sweet God.
Which one is it?
I made this.
Which one is it?
I don't where I'm making fun of a bunch of YouTubers. I put
seen
a
it.
That video was awesome. It was like,
well, you got that shit.
I'm like 90 pounds. I look like I'm dying of AIDS. Dear God, man.
Rev, you know what's funny about that? I just showed that to my cousin at work, man. I said, look at this shit. He goes, who is that? I said, that's fucking Rev, man. He's like,
FL Dumas.
He's like, if he's seen that now, he would be pissed.
Yeah, that's bad. I can't watch that shit. I can't watch a lot of the re-uploads, man. But see, here's the thing. I'll make a video, and then the next day I'll wake up and go, oh my God, I uploaded this, and I delete it. You know what? It's almost like I was drunk.
How many takes do you normally do on a video, Rev?
If I got to go over 3 takes, I stop making the video and I just don't.
Hey, but you did reviews and you said, man, like I forgot what review it was, and it was actually well done. Honestly,
Rev, your reviews, man, they're real good. Honestly,
yeah.
the Max Payne 3 review was stellar. I like.
I wrote it out on paper.
What was the other Max? So why can't I? Mad Max. That was a good review. I thought.
Mad Max one was good too. Yeah,
it was well done. The video matched what you were saying. Like the video matched.
That was all audio. By chance. That was all by chance.
I don't believe it, dude.
I swear, I have no idea how to put the videos in order like
he's
that.
like he's talking about the car mechanics, and boom, the first thing that shows the car. Like
I just look at the gameplay and I talk and I try to just make it all go together.
Icy, no. I mean, I know this is a stupid question.
Icy makes good reviews.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, he does. Top
He
notch.
does. Top
Good
notch.
shit.
Yep. Facts. You know, I was talking to Jack Movies, like, man, I was like, he was explaining, he's like, man, if you get 4,000 views, you're basically getting, and he told me like, not even $1. I'm like, what?
Yeah, the money is done in YouTube.
It used to be better than that. If you got like 4,000 views, you might get like
the gravy train is over. Oh,
Yeah,
Megalopolis, 75,000 citizens, bitches.
But why? What made that happen? Advertising.
PewDiePie made it happen.
YouTube wants like more like just advertiser kid friendly type of content from the creators, which is sad because I don't think that's going to work out for them. But
Bro, if I
We'll see
could do
what
it all
happens.
over again, I would make a channel playing with toys with my niece.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Boy channels I see my niece watching all the time. Holy fuck, they make that. money.
Nah, come on,
Dude, they really
Bro, they
fucking
make
do.
like millions of views just
They
unboxing
really
and
do.
playing with kids' toys.
My
They
kids
really do.
watch that shit. My kids watch some of those fucking weirdo channels.
They're
And
addicted
yeah,
to
they
it,
do
man.
get crazy views, man.
So my point is, you know, the day of, you know, me and, you know, Rev would be like, man, fuck Patreon, like all that shit. I can't ask no, and I'm talking Rev. I said, Rev, you know what it is, man? Things have changed, dude. I think we gotta
The
get.
game has evolved.
You gotta change with the times, bro. Like making a Patreon is not a big like they want to donate, they donate. They don't. Or a super chat, like that's a good look right there. You get a couple
Look,
here, couple. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this: my sub box is like filled over the last couple weeks with people starting up Patreon because of this adpocalypse thing. So
The
I
problem
mean-
with Patreon is this, though. With the way regular YouTube was, it was just YouTube. You get paid. But now it's literally a giant pie, and not everybody can eat. What do you expect? All these guys to support their whole subscriber list? Not going to happen. It can't happen.
Yeah, I mean, all
I don't
I'm saying.
hate anybody that opens up a Patreon. I get it. With me, for me, you have to be offering something of value for your money. Or for
people
their
like
money.
your content.
You know what I mean?
They think your content is valuable.
But I look at my value as I look at my content as worthless. Now, I'm not asking for compliments or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. This is something to do with me. Nobody else. It's what I think. When I look at my videos, I see a bunch of worthless gaming videos. And for me to come out and ask people to donate to that, I just can't do it. It's not in me to do it. You know what I mean? If I was making political videos and sending out a good message, but I'm talking about fucking video games. I have a job.
Speaking of political videos, man, don't in a weird way, don't you guys wish the truth was back?
Oh my God. He was entertaining. He was.
See, I just seen
man.
older videos of that guy. I wasn't around.
Oh man.
It used to be, especially like in talking about truth, back when like guys like him were around, or like Seventh Level was making more videos on press. If you asked for money back then, you were begging. You were begging. You're an e-beggar. You were called every name in the book. But now it's like, hey guys, got a Patreon, and it's cool. You know what I mean? Like,
What do you think about that trade, Icy?
What is it?
Kyrie Irving to the Celtics.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's yeah, I've been busy. I didn't
All
know.
day. Oh, that's right. Where the Celtics? What is that? Boston? Oh, that's right. Cool. Awesome. We're gonna win everything again, baby.
So, like, who did the Cavs get for that?
Isaiah Thomas, Crowder.
That was a great dude.
So they didn't really lose out all that much.
Right, they didn't, dude. Isaiah Thomas is a beast, but anyway.
LeBron's leaving after this next season. It doesn't matter, but yeah, it's all good.
Taking them pounds to LA.
Icy, what's the best controller of all time?
I think it's the.
Don't do nostalgia. Don't say.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I think you could go either way, but it's got to be the 360 or the Xbox One controller. I think.
Xbox One is trash.
360 controller because it's got the tighter thumbsticks.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you could go either way. So yeah, one of those for sure. Maybe the 360.
Look, I'm not trying to be a Sony fan. Like, you guys don't think the PS4 controller is so improved and so like the thumbsticks are tight and everything?
It's so improved over the PS3 controller.
It's still got shitty triggers.
I don't mind the triggers.
I think
it's a good controller.
Good.
It's a solid controller.
It is, bro.
I got nothing bad to say about it.
You can
I
tell
even
by
kind of like the touchpad.
I'm
The
just marveling
PC market.
at my
Did you see PS3? Did you see PS3 support, like native PS3 support? No, you never did. Now you're seeing it because the controller is an actually good controller, and the fact that
people ask for it, and when you ask PC people for something, you get it. Unlike when consoles, you just say, you know what? They're gonna charge for online. Fuck it. I'll just pay for it and take it in the ass.
Bond, if Steam charged for online,
there'd be a fucking riot. Remember when they tried to charge?
Be a riot. There'd be protests.
Remember when they tried to charge for mods?
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying if the like Steam's like, hey, we're doing it $5 a month.
There would be riots in the streets.
Yeah, but if that's the only way you could play, you wouldn't do it. You would do it.
Fuck no.
I think wrong. I think you'd do it.
You're a pay to win type guy though, Blaze. Bond isn't. That's why the PC fan base is the way it is, man. That's why Steam doesn't charge, because PC guys, they will not be pushed around. Nope. You know what I mean?
Look what they did when
console guys will.
What was that
why do you think Microsoft lets PC gamers get all the Xbox Live features for free? You got to pay for them on console.
There you go.
They found out the hard way with games for Windows Live. They try to charge $50 a year.
I didn't think of that. You know that? I really didn't.
I see. You remember when they tried to charge for a game for Windows Live?
Oh yeah, that was a disaster.
Yo, even Grand Theft Auto 4 couldn't save great games for Windows Live.
Yeah, but that game was a piece of shit on PC.
But I'm just saying, they got taken to the fucking woodshed on that one, man.
Yeah, GTA 4 still plays decent though. I can play it on my PC just fine.
It's playable.
Yeah, it stutters and shit, but God, it still looks way better than the console version.
Yeah, you rather play that over the new shit.
Even though GTA 4 shits on GTA 5, but that's a 30 FPS on Xbox One.
That's what I'm saying. Whoa, like I understand some of the mechanics are better. Okay, like the shooting, the gore, maybe, but
no, that's. I think that's better in 5.
You think the car drives better in 4?
Not necessarily. I think the
car
story
definitely doesn't drive better.
I think the story takes a huge shit on GTA 5.
The 3 character thing, they should never do it again.
They dropped the ball on that. I hate it.
I don't know. I think it kind of worked for them, but I would prefer one character.
Yeah, me too.
I like the 3 character things. I got to play as a rich white guy, a crazy white guy, and a black guy.
I had zero connection to any 3 of those characters.
You didn't like Trevor at all, Red?
I despise Trevor. He annoyed me.
Yeah, I think I like him, but he's my least favorite character for sure.
Yeah, Michael. I
like Michael. Michael's my favorite.
Trevor. I just didn't like any of them.
I like Trevor. I like his not giving a fuck attitude. He was a weird fucker though.
You think Red Dead will do that?
What?
Yes,
I mean, it kind of worked for them, so I don't see why not.
I think they will. I think
I cannot wait for the obligatory badass female character in Red Dead. You know it's coming.
It's gonna happen.
It's happening.
It's
devastating.
When has Rockstar has never done that? Think of the last
time. The times have changed. It's happening.
No, they're the only. I don't think they will, dude.
They're gonna change with time. I'm telling you, it's happening.
Rockstar doesn't care if you don't like something; they'll make it anyway.
Actually, they prefer that you don't like it because
they're there to make good games and piss you the fuck off.
Basically,
I don't see it happening, dude. I think Red Dead's,
I know how Rev stands on it, but like Blaze, are you one of those that kind of don't want to play games with lead female characters? Or
I just said that.
Missed all that, man. It would have been good to have you here for that. God damn it.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, guys.
I just said if it's forced, like they're doing with Call of Duty and shit. Like I know, like I don't care if people give me flack for this. I like the combat better in Tomb Raider than I do. I like the goriness. I just like it. It feels better. It's more satisfying to kill somebody in Tomb Raider than it is Uncharted. Like that's a fact to me. Nobody else feels that way.
I like Tomb Raider more than Uncharted, but they're both great.
I'm not saying I like it better. I like the combat better.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the reasons why for me. Yeah, I agree.
No, Rev?
It's Tomb Raider is a better game than Uncharted 1 through 3. Uncharted 4 is better than Tomb Raider, though.
Yeah.
Think it's better than Rise of the Tomb Raider, Rev?
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I got bored of that.
You know why? I told Rev, and he's like, you know what? You're right. he beat the first Tomb Raider, and you know why? Because the Tomb Raider had perfect pacing.
It did.
It was awesome.
Had really good
This-
pacing.
You did. Wait a minute.
Rise of the Tomb Raider has these hub worlds, and you got to do running around, and he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to stay in that character any longer than he has to.
I thought
That's
the
it.
tombs and shit, the tomb exploration and Rise of the Tomb Raider was better than the.
Yeah, they added more tombs. Okay, but and hey, how about Borderlands 3? Would anybody be interested in that? I know
I've been
Rev
talking
will.
about that game for
Absolutely.
3 years now.
I don't know. If they made it, they got to overhaul it. They can't just come out with a handsome Jack thing or whatever. Like they got to do it up.
How is Gearbox still in business? Can somebody please explain
because
this?
Borderlands.
Because
They have
Borderlands
Take-
sold
they have
10
Take
bazillion
Two.
copies.
So
And-
because of that one game,
Dude, what do you mean?
Three games
Battleborn.
and Handsome Jack
Battleborn was the
collection.
best. What are you talking
And
about?
say whatever you will, Duke Nukem made money.
Dude,
you think?
Bulletstorm
Yeah.
made money too, isn't that theirs?
I think
That's
they
not them.
published.
That's People Can Fly, isn't it?
Yeah, they published the remaster. I don't think they own the IP
Oh,
or
okay.
anything. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, a new Borderlands with new. I like Borderlands environment. Like I thought, I was cool, and with the music, I thought it was cool, man. I really don't see the hate. It's a different art style. Okay, cool, but I like Borderlands. It was co-op, man. It was.
Yeah, Borderlands is good. I like Borderlands.
Hell yeah. Again, it's a co-op, man. It's a blast to jump on with friends.
If you like
You
Destiny,
just-
I don't know how you couldn't like Borderlands. I mean, they're both shoot and loot games. I don't know.
Because one looks like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, I guess maybe for some people that's a turn off.
And you see what the gaming industry is. You got Sniper Elite 3 and Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. The same exact concept, the same exact thing. It's like, really, dude? Like, you see, like, there's no new ideas. People are running out of ideas, man. Like, I just wish...
Ideas?
I know, I heard that too.
Ideas.
Bro, and you know what else? The gore thing. I said, I told everybody Max Payne 3 has the best bullet damage. And you said no. I forgot what you said, Rev. You're like, no, Red Dead did. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Red Dead. Red Dead has.
I don't see that, dude.
Yes.
Dude,
Red
Dude,
Dead.
you can shoot
is
someone
better.
in the eye and you just see like the my god.
Same thing happens on Red Dead, only better.
I just don't remember, dude. I don't remember.
See a
like,
big ass exit wound in Max Payne 3. It's just like a bloody hole.
You can blow somebody's like the top of their head off in Red Dead. Like if you're doing the running animation, I think you need the rifle and
And it'll go into an animation. Like
it'll go into an animation and the top of his head will come off. So
God,
that's pretty
why
brutal.
couldn't that ever come to PC? God,
Why can't we just get more games with better bullet damage? Period. Like if I shoot you, like I want it to look effective. I want it to look like I'm actually
They had that shit out in N64 with Perfect Dark, and yet it's still not standard today, which I find absolutely ridiculous.
What is it? Is it like a like they gotta invest more it's more textures? Like what is it?
It's just not a priority.
No, it's laziness.
I think I made Rev, you remember when I made the video? You were like, I think this game looks like shit because it's so old, but you're like, I get the point.
Yeah, when you shot the person in the foot and they reacted.
Yeah, they limp and like they hold their arms.
Yeah,
they beg for their life.
Same
Like
in Fear. Like some of the mechanics
Oh
in
my
Fear,
God.
it's like, oh my God, how it's like games haven't gone nowhere, have they?
Dude, that game was ahead of its time. Speaking of, like, dude, that thing is awesome, dude. Mouse and keyboard. That was my first mouse and keyboard game, and I pushed through it like I didn't give a fuck, dude. I just got disappointed because I bought the trilogy, and people said, dude, it gets really bad after one. And I said, oh shit,
And we coming up on 2 hours here, fellas. 2 hours we just did this podcast. Oh my
that was
God.
good.
All right, let's do the outros here. Blaze
4K, baby.
What are you, Adam Cole?
Bond.
All right, everybody. Good podcast as usual. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on Twitter. Black Bond with a 0.
I see.
Yeah, DPAD first. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I got here in like the last 25, 30 minutes, but thank you guys for having me.
Gotti.
I hate these outros, Rev. Gotti 360. Follow me or don't. don't really give a shit. Thanks for having me, Rev.
Isn't this the way you're supposed to do it? I mean, we don't have to do outros. We don't have to do intros. You know what I mean? Some people like to plug their channels, though. I want to give them the opportunity.
No, you should plug your channel, Gotti. Your channels.
Before we go, let me do a shameless plug here. I want to give a shout out to my man Corbin Dallas, Tommy with Epic Ultra. I want to get him on the next podcast, Blaze. And Bond, what's going on with my man Omega? I should have shouted him out in the fucking beginning of the video.
I don't know. Yeah, befriended that predator-looking dude. And
who?
Omega loser. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with his last video, but let me tell you, I've been a fan of his for a long time. Blacktooth, I appreciate you modding for me, my man. Been a fan of his for a long time. I think he's real talented. And I don't know what's going on with that last video, if that was genuine or not. It looked genuine. You know what I mean? And if he's really going through something like that, man, I hate to see that. I'd like to get him on a cast. I'd like to talk to him somehow, but
that's something like I would never, if I did it, I'd be like, yeah, this one's not getting uploaded.
Right, exactly.
You guys talking about the one where he was crying or whatever?
Yes. I don't know what the deal is, man. I just want to throw a shout out there, let him know I'm thinking about him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's not that you care, Rev. I didn't know you were human.
I do. I like Omega Loser, man. That sucked to see that. I hate to see that type of shit from somebody I like, because that's a side you don't want people to see, man. So for him to put that out there, he must have just hit rock bottom.
Or hit loose goose.
Hopefully not loose goose.
I don't know. That sucked. But anyways, so that's all I got. Everybody that came to the cast, late notice, I appreciate you guys. Bond, entertaining as always. Gotti, the PC Dick Rider, and I see my man. Nah, Gotti, you nothing but love, man. You know that. Blaze, my co-host. You're not taking your job seriously. I think you need to step your game up. I appreciate you getting the guests. I want better topics. I want the conversation to flow. Nigga, you're doing good, Blaze.
I appreciate you.
I'm bullshitting, man. All right. Thanks, everybody. All you guys in the comments, appreciate you watching. I know I don't tell you enough, but I do appreciate you, believe it or not. All right. I will holler at you later.
Baby.
You had to get that in there.